America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. Michelob Ultra. Worth it. Fry's Food Stores. Fresh for everyone. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. So you do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
Another Friday night in the PHX as we count it down to the Cavaliers and the Suns. So we get a look at our hero-bred starting lineup. First off with the Cavaliers. They come in with an Eastern Conference best record of 56-13, 26-8 on the road. Led by the All-Star Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and the big man in the middle, Jarrett Allen. For the Suns, Colin Gillespie making his third consecutive start. D-Book, the 4-time All-Star, Ryan Dunn, 15-time All-Star Kevin Durant, and Oso Ighodaro getting his third career start. For more, let's swing it over to Amanda.
Well, a big part of Colin Gillespie being elevated to the starting rotation is just the impact that he has made on defense. And today at Shoot Around, Colin discussed that a little bit more on what he tries to bring in his role. And he said it's simple. It's coming down to just the little things, the energy and the pace. He said, I try to create turnovers and speed guys up. Obviously, he said, too, we have two of the best scorers in the world right now on our team. So it's very easy on offense when my job is to try and get them the ball. Now, since coming back from injury, Colin also said, too, he has a new perspective on the game, saying that he doesn't take anything for granted anymore. And when you lose the game, it really puts that into perspective for you. And anytime that you're on the floor, you know that it's a true blessing.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Amanda. And it is really one of those things, Each, that you can't look at the way Colin impacts directly via the stat sheet.
Right. It's really the balance that he has and how he's controlling the game. Like, the Suns aren't expecting him to get 20 points and maybe not even get 10 assists. But take care of the basketball, get the team into the offense, make sure the ball gets into the hands of the guys that we expect it to be in.
And off we go on this Friday night. Strus, the Cavs control. Riding a season-worst 3-game losing streak. Second time they've had a 3-game losing streak. They have put together quite a campaign, but still unfinished business, as they would tell you. The Suns, well, they've seen that active hands defensively pay off over the last couple of games as KD walks into the open look from downtown. Oso with a back tap and a reset on the shot clock.
So the Cavs went right away to the post, thinking they can take advantage of the Suns' size. That might be something the Suns can play off of.
Durant able to make the move past Strus, sets up Devin Booker for the three-point look. Just off the mark, another back tap by Ighodaro. The Suns on a reset from the corner. Dunn loads it up. Well, Oso nearly had a hat trick on being able to keep it alive. And look, that becomes the key. And you see a quick trigger three from Darius Garland.
Yeah, I think it's almost like an NBA game now. Is who can make the three first?
Fans here saying somebody just make a bucket first. More over the home team so they can take a seat. Durant squares, fires, off the mark. Quick outlet pass. Triggered into the corner there is Strus. Become one of the glue guys there for Kenny Atkinson's Cavaliers. Another three ball, and this one knocked down by Evan Mobley. This is the #1 and the #2 3-point shooting teams in the league on the floor here tonight.
What's going on, everybody? Sorry about the late start. I got a wife with broken ankles, no co-host, and 8 dogs that need me attention right as I'm starting the stream. 3-0 to start, though. I'm just passing out VIPs over on playback.
He knew what he wanted to do on that one. I mean, what I would say is dunk it.
Booker laces it from downtown. Fans can take a seat. Maybe have a sip of their frosty beverage.
And look, if the Cavs play this way, it does the Suns a favor. I mean, it really does. They want to play up tempo like this.
Strus over to Garland. Driving left, kicks it into the corner to Mobley. Back out to Strus for 3. Never should have left him open, but that's what we do. We leave open amazing shooters.
38% on the season. Had 12 points in their loss Wednesday at Sacramento, but yeah, if you're tuning in late, no Nick Richards, a late scratch due to
no Nick Richards. That's going to do it for us, don't you think? I'm glad we get a lot of Oso, but can Oso play an entire game? Like, what are we going to do here?
cannot guard Kevin Durant on the perimeter.
Garland head down, drive, taps it to Allen. Tried to pull his
Allen with the hook shot. It's good.
He went straight Kareem on that.
Yes, he did. Headband and all.
I'm also sick as a dog, by the way. I had to call out from work today. I've got a crazy head coach. If I sound crazy, that's what it is.
Jared Allen's going to guard KD out there. KD, take about 15 shots this quarter.
This quarter, exactly.
Mitchell working on Gillespie. I'd love to see Ryan Dunn guarding him, but we've got him on Garland. Strus, another three. Too much space for Strus.
You got to recognize him.
I don't think he's that streaky. I think he's hot. I think he's a good shooter. But no insider am I. Dunn playing patty cake with Durant. Gets it back in the corner and knocks it down. I know that had to feel good for the young buck.
Threw it right back to him.
You know, and you think about it, he's been giving him confidence even back in the preseason when both he and Devin and Brad.
A missed layup from Mitchell. Thinks he got fouled. Book into the paint over to Oso. Little floater is under control and good. God, that makes me happy to see him hit those
Oso only played
floaters.
7 minutes when these two clubs met back in Cleveland. Garland able to float that one up.
Garland hits his own little
inactive
floater.
due to rest in their loss Wednesday at Sacramento. That was a game they had a 16-point lead in. And in a lot of ways kind of typified what you were talking about. It's not the physical fatigue that they're dealing with right now. It's maybe the mental fatigue.
Corner three from Gillespie. Same spot that Dunn just hit it from, and it's good.
He's one of the guys that can get past.
All right, we're all play backed up. What's going on, everybody? We'll get the chat up.
Dunn chasing him down defensively.
Dunn with a steal. Pushes it up to Durant.
Up the floor to 35. Attacking Mitchell.
Durant in the corner to Gillespie. Gillespie patient with it into the paint and backing it out. Going to reset. Pick and roll. Now just going to ISO on Mobley. Looking for somebody. Has to hop into a corner three, and he drills it in Mobley's face. Gillespie.
First time out tonight.
I love what he just did. He had nobody to get it to. He didn't pick it up.
They're just making him shoot. They're not allowing him to get it to anybody. It's wise. But he gonna prove to him he can hit it. And I'm feeling right. The party's here on the west side. And I turn it up. Designated driver got the keys to my truck. Cause I'm faded. It's so good in my hood tonight. We've got a half-court shot coming up here. Oh, it's Pride Night, baby. These outfits are Pride Night. Congratulations, Burner. It is Pride Night, baby. This is Burner's night to come out and play. And me. Free throw here. No good, no good. Oh. Somebody hit one on the other, and they both have hit one. Dub. He's ahead. He's up 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to win. White shirt's going to win. But I'm playing it on growing some. Imagine all the Hebrews going dumb, standing on top of chariots and turning tight ones. Ooh, tell me where to go. Bro, this sickness feels gross. Anybody else sick right now? Like, I don't know what's been going around, but I caught it. All right? What up, Chris Hall? Bragsy says, our only lead we'll have tonight. Maybe we have a Fugazi comeback at some point. Maybe we have a Fugazi lead for a while, you know? Like, maybe the Cavs take us lightly. I don't know. It is really rough that we don't have Nick Richards to go up against their big boy. Oh, man. That looked like it was going to be good. What's up, Ian? Ian, you have strap? Oh, man. Thank God for me, it just feels like a head cold. That's a good point, Bull at center, baby. Maybe Mala says that means Bull at center. It might be. I'm not sure, Diego. You know,
It's the other things that got him in trouble.
the truth about Sundo is
and that's why it's paying dividends.
he's undercover for the FBI. All right.
Mindset is not to turn it over. Fight for
He's in
rebound.
Fallujah right now.
Right now, early on, they're getting
He's
all the
working
looks
on acquiring a couple of peace deals. But he is deep undercover right now with the Houthis. And we best not disturb him. Okay? Ty Jerome, my guy, hits it into the corner to an open shooter, and he drills it. DeAndre Hunter, brought over from the Hawks, I believe.
Is DeAndre Hunter shooting better than 50%, right around 50% from three since he came over in the trade, but what a seamless fit he has
Well,
made.
look, he was running for 6 man all year long.
Durant crosses up
Unbelievable. They were able to pull
Jared
that
Allen. It's
trade
crazy.
off.
They got Jared Allen guarding Durant. I mean, he shouldn't be able to stay with them.
Our officiating crew tonight, good veteran group led by
Kate,
Zach Zarba and Ray Acosta.
he was turning into a shot. I'm telling you, Ray Acosta, I disagree with you.
Vehemently. John Connolly rounding out the
Wing pump fake three from Gillespie over to Book.
making contact with Garland.
Onto the elbow in the middle. No good.
First miss from the Suns from the field in the last.
Looking like a wide open corner three from Jerome, but my screen completely froze. I have no idea what the hell just happened.
He was addressing the media.
Book fouled, going to the line for 2.
That will get himself to the free throw line. But, you know, looking at Ty Jerome, and of course a lot of Suns fans are saying, wow, he was on our roster to see Kenny Atkinson will certainly be in the vying for.
I agree,
Coach of the Year,
Zambuki.
but, you know, just talking about the turnaround of Ty Jerome here.
It's just
of course, went on to
like this is the East version of us playing the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They said,
You know, like I got no expectations for us to win this game. But if we do, it's going to mean a whole hell of a lot. It's going to mean the world to us.
in terms of taking care of his body, understanding.
Book getting a little gray hairs in that fade area. Season might be stressing him out.
And what he needs to admit as well, he was humble. I mean,
Free throw's
he thought maybe
good.
He might stick. He even thought he probably would
Sorry,
stick to Golden
ESPN's
State
so much
because
further
he was
ahead.
there and they moved it. So it's that being humble and understanding that
Garland.
you take the best of your opportunity. And that's
Gets it
what he's
right
done
back
in
from
Cleveland.
Struce.
And I love that comment.
Dribbling all over Oso. Shoots a 3. No good. Good defense from Oso on the perimeter, man.
So you want Colin, you want Ryan to play with that same kind of irrational confidence.
Yeah.
right?
Durant downhill.
I've been
Kicks it
saying
into the
that
corner.
all year.
Royce
O'Neal
with
shoots it up
the 3. And the Cavs have to call a timeout. Guys, we got 130 watching right now. We've had over 140. Help me out, please. Hit the like button. All right, I'm alone.
And
I'm
right
scared.
now,
I'm naked
Suns
from the
finding
waist
their
down.
spots
I'm afraid
on a 16-5 push.
from the waist
Suns
up.
off to a good start. Everything flowing.
I'm sick as a dog. I'm sure you can hear it in me voice. Hit that like button. Help us out. Let's have a decent sized stream against it all with no Sundo. No. What's up, Kenny? What up, Big Diddy fan? Let me find you guys some more VIPs here. See if I can't strip some away. I hate taking away from Big Bat, but I think he's here yet. Sundo don't even have a VIP no more. No more than the man in the moon. Right, there we go. There's one. What have you guys been up to today? I woke up before work feeling like crap. Just like my nose is like stuffed up. Can't swallow without like a little bit itchiness. Then looked at my schedule. I'm like, well, I'm booked today. Looked at my schedule. I actually didn't have anything. So I called in work, told them I was sick. I'm like, can I block? They're like, yep. Took some NyQuil and went right back to sleep. Right until right before the game. Like, I just woke up again from a sleeping nap. We got a $2 dono from Be Calm, See Clearly. Says, I just want to feel Booker's cake and taste it too. I'm sure you're talking about birthday cake from his last birthday because you're a chill guy that doesn't get sus at all. I didn't see that, Big Brad. Yeah, Diego, it's funny. I didn't hear anyone say that about a bubble end of the season, but A, that feels like hopium. B, I did experience that hopium myself earlier today. I was thinking about that. Maybe it was last night before I went to bed. I was like, if we do get serious at the end of the season and win our games, it will feel like a bubble run. You know, if we get, like, we could have the excitement of a bubble run with no payoff, like no championship or no long run, and it would still feel kind of good considering the way things went this season.
Yeah. Colin Gillespie's got a chip as a result of it.
A lot of bragging rights in that locker room.
Ty Jerome and Jared Allen takes flight.
Jared Allen just flew in with a right-handed dunk. Logan, it is mathematically possible. It's just our schedule is so freaking tough the rest of the way through. We really did that thing like we did last year where we lost too many games to terrible, terrible bottom-feeding teams and mathematically put ourselves in a hole. Appreciate you, Gad. Hit that like button, guys.
Man, half get cleared real quick.
He looking like Gumby up there.
Really hate on.
He's like, uh-oh, did I jump too soon? He started stretching out.
Jerome having himself a
it all depends on what you think we can do through, through the rest of the way.
Knows how to draw fouls too.
Bringing in Martin now, bringing in Tyus Jones.
You got to keep your hands to yourself with him. He kind of jumps.
That's true. Yeah. You get teams resting players once they've clipped their spot.
His sixth season. They're on that 2019 Virginia championship team. That was the other thing Kenny Atkinson said.
Royce to Tyus.
Ty and
back over to Royce, crossing half court.
Virginia Cavalier are close friends, and Kenny said another reason why DeAndre acclimated to this team so quickly.
Tyus looking for a screen from Oso, gets it. Passes to Royce, finds Martin on the other side. He gets it to Durant, bad pass. Telegraphed, slow. Garland to the rack. Drops it off to Allen, off his hands, out of bounds. Suns ball. We escape.
Coach has already developed the offense for you to be in that area. Your feet are flat. You got to go look at the rim. You got to take the shot.
Yeah, and to your point, it was actually a good first quarter. It was tied at the end of the first there in Cleveland. But they
Durant to Tyus, back to Durant. Screen from Oso. In and out dribble from Durant, doubled. Over to Oso. He had a backdoor cut to Royce, but he gave it to Tyus. Martin with the rebound off the three. Would have loved that backdoor cut pass. Durant, little midi just inside the paint. Gets it.
What they've worked on to deal with it. He's going to stay with it for probably a few minutes here.
Pipe down, little pissant J Metro.
Iguodaro. See who the foul is on. I believe it's they're going to charge it on.
Relax.
Allen has gotten so much better offensively, whereas before it was just all in the paint for him. Now he's putting the ball on the floor and working his way to the rim.
Allen to Garland, could have gotten it right back to him, but he's going to force some shies up. They kick it out to Merrill, over to Jerome. Jerome kicks it to an open Garland for three, and he drills it. What do you know?
Nothing wrong with double teaming the guy with the shot clock going down. There's just nothing wrong with it. Just don't let him make a direct pass to the next man.
Durant finds open shooter.
Royce corner three. Oh, baby, we could be having a Royce game. Hey, does anybody know if Grayson's coming back today? Is he going to play?
will destroy it. If you can get the ball in the middle of the floor and turn and face, you're going to find an open man.
Royce was scoreless in that game in January.
Garland loses the dribble. Suns ball.
This season, so already a much better start for Royce. Perfect from downtown. Suns already 6 of 11.
He's needed in this game. Because
Suns taking care of the ball right now. Only that one turnover from Martin. Durant into the corner of Royce. Another open three. And he drills it again. Y'all better guard him. Or better yet, don't.
He'll get out of it now.
I mean, Royce is playing like Royce was playing in the beginning of the year. Ty Jerome, no good. Gets his own rebound. It goes straight to him. Hunter for three. He'll drill it in Durant's face. Actually defended Martin. Over to Durant. Screen from Oso. Pocket pass to Oso. Spin move pass to Cody Martin. And he... It's my one issue with Cody. I have not seen him shoot the ball well yet as a Sun. I know it's only been 3 games. I just haven't seen it yet. What a nice Euro and lefty finish there for Jared Allen.
Durant getting a step on Hunter, drops it off to Oso.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do.
Oso floater again. Great pick and roll.
Time it takes sometimes where, hot hand, get it to him fast.
Jerome, cross it up, your boy Oso, getting to the rack, Euroing through him, and finishing at the rack. I really wanted us to develop Ty Jerome. If you saw him in college, man, he was so nice. It was ridiculous. Oso floater is blocked by the giant Jared Allen. Cody Martin hustles, but gives it right to Merrill, who finds Garland in the corner for an alley-oop to Jerome, who floats it over Durant. Yeah, last fax machine, I mean. No Nick Richards, man. That's rough. Durant going to shoot that three in Hunter's face. No good. Garland to the rack. Euro, lay is good, and there goes our lead. Goodbye. It was fun while we had you. It was fun to have the lead. It really was. It felt good. You know? Braggsy, I think Plum's still injured. Rebound, screen from Oso. Jones gets it to Durant. He tries for a one-footed runner. Once the foul call, the refs just ain't going to give it to him. That would have been a crazy and one. Garland bringing it up. 20 on the shot, 28 on the game.
8 points for Durant. His Suns slide back in front.
20 and 10 now. We're going to get 10 seconds with the ball back, hopefully. Garland with that little hezzy. Gets it tipped. 2 seconds. Jerome has to put up a prayer. Brick. Rebound. 8 seconds. Royce over to Durant. Durant doubled. Bumped by Jerome. Shut up, Jerome. Shut up. Shut up. You fouled him.
That'll leave 3.8 for the Suns to try to
Book going to come into the game for the last shot of the first for Martin, since Martin apparently can't shoot to save his life. Good hustle, though.
Facing the rim, you can put it down 2 times and get to a spot.
Mobley in the game for defense. Dean Wade in the game for defense. Either way, even just 35-34 is a high freaking score for first quarter. Durant to Royce because he's hot. Oh, man, I really thought that was going in. First quarter down. Suns up 1. It's not bad, right?
But a strong start for Phoenix as they lead it by one.
Thing is, we had a lot better lead earlier in that quarter, and we just let them catch right back up. They're really good, man. They're really good. They've got white boy shooters everywhere, great ball handling, great passing, super unselfish, a great defensive center. And we're, come on. We're 4 games under 500. These dudes have, what do they have, the best record in the NBA? Like, it's not, we are up against it tonight, but I like the way they came out to play. It's an argument that for whatever reason, they have not given up on Bud yet. You know? It's Pride Night, baby. Let's go. It's time to be prideful, everyone. You better be proud. All right, I'm going to blow my nose, but I'm not going to make you listen to it. I'm going to mute here, and on the other one, give me one. Ooh, feel like a new man. All right. I should be there, Diego. I wanted to be there for Pride Night. You know? Just too bad the league isn't running during Pride Month. Aye, Bragsy. All right, we're back. Second quarter underway.
To get those cheeseburgers ready.
Hit that like button, folks, please. We almost got 200 watching.
Suns 8 points off turnovers.
It's Zesty Pride Night, Jeremy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This would have been a Zesto night if Zesto wasn't fighting crime, poverty, and AIDS all around the world right now. Tyus to Oso. Hand off to Book. Rocker step. Kicks it to Tyus. He'll take a heavily contested three and drill it in a white man's face. What up, Vision? Sundo is on a tour of Africa. There's a lot of terror cells, a lot of terror cells in Africa. He's infiltrated a couple. We're trying to keep his cover safe so it doesn't get blown. We don't want him to be in any trouble, though, okay? He's fighting. He's fighting what's left of ISIS, what's left of the Houthis. Mitchell, no good. Rebound. Oso, but he gets it right to Merrill. Over to Mobes. Mobes, too big for Royce. Okay? Puts it up over the top.
Last few games, and it's because they're young, but Dunn and Oso, tendency to when they
Yeah, no, Brian, he already finished the JFK files last night. He's on to bigger, more important things. He's basically Trump's right-hand man. Whatever needs to be done around the world, he sends Sundo.
You cannot throw it underneath your basket. It's just fool's gold.
That's crazy, Vision. They got Joe Hendry in PUBG. Book to the rack, whips it to Martin. No! Get him out of the game! If these are the rules, for Ryan Dunn, why are they not the rules for Cody Martin? He just airballed a three. Dude cannot shoot the ball since coming back from injury, which is expected. I don't mean to say that he can't ever shoot, but right now, he does not have it.
He is so good now at getting to the rim.
6'5", 200 pounds.
No, Sundo actually was the one that did the cuts. Elon Musk is Sundo's right-hand man. Everybody thinks that there's not a degree of separation, but it goes Trump, Sundo, Elon. Nice pass from Martin over to Tyus, over to Book in the corner. Bang it out, Book! Don't get it stripped, Book. That's another foul by Jerome. He wants a review.
Furiously over there, the Cavs coaching staff.
Suns main, they kept possession of it, so yeah, if they want to call it, that'll keep Devin off the free throw line, but they're not calling it. Oh, I guess they are.
I believe in Sundo Hendry.
Like a lawyer pleading his case.
I believe in
Our first
Nick
Green Light special
Sundo.
on this Friday night.
Suns playing hard, you guys. I'm happy. I am worried about the third quarter. Don't get me wrong. Just seems like this is the pace we play at before third quarter meltdown. So I'm a little worried about that. Oh, they are challenging it, Mona. Goodness gracious. I don't know. Maybe they do. Either way, we get the ball back. So it's not. I'm not even tripping about it. But maybe we were going to get free throws. You know, maybe we were getting free throws. I don't know. But hey, maybe we hit a 3 instead of 2 free throws. I don't even see. Okay, there's Bol, fully dressed. Coach is like, do not take those warm-ups off. I don't care if you're 7'8". You ain't getting in the game. I didn't see the goaltend. Elite. Not him. He is, though. You guys see that baldy? And I ain't talking bald like respectable bald, like shaves it down. I'm talking bro is balding, but wants to keep the hair he has. That's a shame. What a shame. You're shameful. Okay? Well, Metro, I mean, you got to be elected to be above Trump. You know, once you get elected like that, you got a little bit more power. But Trump does know that Sundo's the one that should be making the decisions, and that's why he's got him, you know, as a right-hand man. No shame in it. Can we get Ryan Dunn back in the game, bud? Or am I going to have to send you anthrax so you'll be sicker than me? What a step back from Kobe. Oh, my God. Kobe White's a lot nicer than I thought he was going to be.
And the transition, the change right there at speed. Boom, he's gone. And Colin right there looking up the court, which is the first thing you should do for youngsters out there. Always look ahead when you get the ball first. Colin Gillespie showing us how to do it.
That is our Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns.
Later, Metro. You got school in the morning? Wait, tomorrow's Saturday. What do you got going on in the morning? You got a game or something?
Colin Gillespie had high praise for both Oso and Ryan the other day at practice, saying the younger guys bring that youthful energy and it flows throughout the team and instills confidence in everyone, especially on the defensive end. He said for rookies, they sure don't act like rookies. They prepare and stay ready the whole time.
O'Neal to Oso to get it back to Royce.
They're very talkative and
interesting lineup of guards. Somehow Cody Martin saves a rebound from baseline all the way to half court. Booker has to save it from going back court and does. They get it to Royce in the corner. There's only 4 seconds. He's going to have to take a crazy shot, and he drills it. Wow. Mitchell.
He is flat-footed.
Getting it back from Jerome.
That is difficult.
Suns made 10 threes the entire game in Cleveland. They have already knocked down 10. 10 of 20.
You want me to send him a text right now, Brian? What should it say?
Suns just got to show up the rebounding, though. Can't allow Cleveland to get second chance.
Jerome to Merrill.
Finds a little opening there off the elbow. Oso again.
What the job Caleb Martin is doing, though. On the glass, defending.
Booker gets to the left hand.
Corner 3 for Royce. Oh, my God, he is hot to trot. Hot to trot. That's what we need. That's how we used to win games. Him and Grayson would hit a plethora and a barrage of threes. Martin with the tough rebounding. Gets it over to Royce. He drops it behind him in a Book. Book pump fakes a 3. Fake passes on Mobley. Gets him looking and, you know, doing the old spinneroonie, basically. Booker with the floater. It's good. That's sexy. I'm swelling up in my pants just a tiny bit after that.
Cavs look like they're running in quicksand.
Biggest lead of the night here for the Suns.
Mobley to Jerome Lee. Over to Mitchell for three. Ay, 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 no good. Oso with the board ski. Pushes it up to Book. Book with the little hezzy on Jerome. Half spin. No! He gives it to Oso. It just rolls out of Oso's hands directly to Mobley. If we get a stop here, it would be really big. Mobley trying to get to the rack. Has to drop it off to Merrill, who's a backdoor cutter. And he gets it. Seriously, Tyus, what are you looking at, bro? What are you effing looking at? Pick and roll here. Tyus stops in the paint. Oh, fadeaway midi is good. That is a really, really tough shot. Gets those 2 buckets. Sorry, 2 points back. Mitchell to the rack. Fouled by Martin on the ground.
And Mitchell. Go back to look at the last 3 from Royce.
Yeah, Malo, we're getting a full Oso game.
Gets those feet set.
The Suns conclude their homestand Wednesday, March 26th.
Go good for
NBA
Mitchell.
champion Boston Celtics. Tickets still available. Get yours now at suns.com. Mitchell at the line.
Absolutely, Brian. I'm just trying to keep my head on straight about it and not start to expect a win because I see it as so difficult to pull off versus this team.
You heard Tom and Tom talking on the pregame show. His numbers.
We got the Twins in the game, though? All right.
Is 20%.
No. Oso's out.
From beyond the
Done
arc.
in.
His overall shooting percentage has dropped as well. At 26 in the game.
Oh, my God. Dangerous pass from Tyus. Book has to chase it down full speed. Post up, half spin, fouled on the ground.
Isaac
Okoro with the foul.
That could be another one that, like Kevin Durant's, could have and likely should have been.
Me too, Mo Dizzle. But if I'm being completely honest, Plumlee does serve a purpose as a backup. He's not the worst backup in the world. Drew Eubanks is. So, like, I'm slightly worried, like, are we going to be cooked a little bit because we don't have a backup center? We're going to have to be small. We'll see how it goes. It's going okay so far. Ryan Dunn's screen for Tyus.
Gotta go here.
Tyus picking and rolling with Book. 3 seconds. Kicks it to Book. 2 seconds. Gonna have to take a crazy grenade air ball. Thanks, Tyus. Appreciate that.
You know what? I'm just gonna go for it instead of giving it to Devin, and he's not balanced. Tyus at least was facing the rim.
Mitchell looking across the floor at Kenny Atkinson.
Mitchell guarded by Dunn. I like this. Gets it into the corner to Wade for 3, and he drills it.
8th in league history as Dean Wade connects.
Man.
On a corner 3. Wade, another good 3-point shooter. Started in that game back in January. 8 points, 5 rebounds, but he's missed 20
Book
games this season.
splits the defense, finds it to Tyus in the corner with the pump fake. Tyus stops at the free throw line, kicks it to Dunn. 7 seconds. Dunn baseline, finds Book up to the top of the key to Durant. No time on the clock. Tyus with a line drive. Ryan Dunn reaches up like OBJ, grabs it with one hand and tips it in from directly under the rim. But, you know, that's not valuable according to Bud. Rocker step, pull up, floater from Mitchell. No foul. He's trying to sell it. Rebound Dunn. Tyus pushing it up. Screen from Dunn. Kicks it to Dunn, top of the key. Back to Tyus. Another screen. No, he's going to slip it. Kicks to Book. Screen from Tyus. Kicks to Tyus. 6 seconds. Royce, baseline drive. Passes it to Dunn, out of bounds.
Not getting into their offense. They should feel confident right now. But right now, they're not getting into it. Standing around.
Just terrible.
It's an excellent tip there.
Absolutely terrible.
Look, I think before it's all said and done, he's going to be a tremendous offensive rebounder as he learns the nuances of how to do it.
Right.
Understanding guys that when they shoot, how the rim ball comes off of the rim. And they ball. Yes, all of that. And he'll be excellent at it.
Garland picking and rolling. Loses it. It gets out to a wide open Dean Wade for 3. No one guarding him. Why? Because that's not part of Dunn's defense. Sorry, Dunn's defense. That's not a part of Bud's defense. to guard threes. He doesn't like that. That's not fun for him. Oso to Tyus, pick and roll. In the corner to Dunn, barely ready for it. Jones back to Book. Durant in the corner. Book driving, picking and rolling with Oso. Kicks to Tyus. Tyus for three. No good. Ryan Dunn with a rebound. Over to Book. Can we get the ball to Durant? Is Durant allowed to touch it? Pick and roll with Oso. Pocket pass to Oso. Into the corner to Tyus. Tyus to Book. Over to Durant on the wing. Heavily contested. Drills it.
Rainbow connection.
Cleveland has ramped up their D. It's pretty obvious. They are really working hard here.
We have to hit threes hand in the face, while they get their threes wide open to white men. Tyus completes the touchdown pass from Durant. Suns up 11. Let's keep this going. Hit that like, boys. Your Suns are actually playing for you tonight. Wild times. Corner three from a white man, no good.
That long shot off the mark. With all 10 coming here in the second.
Tyus to Book, wing three, just as contested as the Durant one, and it's no good. Short-armed it. Garland.
Up and down pace.
Beautiful moves. Ryan Dunn really does a good job of staying with him. Struce to another White, pump fake. White to the rack, over to Allen, floater, short-armed. Allen, own rebound, back behind the back pass to Garland, and it goes across half court.
Rolls out of bounds for another Cleveland turnover. That is their 7th turnover.
Suns need to take it.
What are the Pistons doing, man? They can't help us out at all.
3:32 left. That's great rotation there. Still, that was a tough shot. I mean, but you got it to the right guy to make the tough shot.
11 points. KD 7 assists already here in this first half as well. Had 8 in the game Wednesday.
Oh my God, my nose literally hurts from blowing it so much today. It sucks. Another miss for the Suns. Garland pick and roll.
Allen screen and the switch.
Kicks it. Oh my God, that was a hideous three from Okoro. Hideous air ball. Durant picking and rolling with Oso. Oso finds Dunn. Dunn pump fakes to the rack. Yama Lama ding dong. Okay? Man, that's rough. Wish we would have been having that all season. Hunter mid-range, good. That was pretty too. Not gonna lie.
Playoffs for them where he's gonna win them.
Well, and look, I was saying this earlier. That is the exact reason they went out and made that trade. When you look at the matchups that they could potentially face.
Let's see that Ryan Dunn dunk, shall we?
That boy Ryan Dunn taking us to break.
Jared said, next time. I fold. A little poker there, Ryan Dunn.
Quick little highlight for the timeline. Nazmini. What is happening here? Whoa, that was a crazy dunk off the trampoline, I ain't gonna lie. That bro got up over the backboard. I swear, man, if the Suns win this game, I'm going to be so confused. Whoops. Whoops. Big dunk from Ryan Dunn. Great effort from your Suns.
An impactful list each so far.
All right, no shame in that.
Been impacted by it, but
we'll see if they can hang on. I'm worried about the third quarter, but right now I'd like to keep this 11-point lead. I'm not even going to be greedy and ask them to extend it.
Cap tightness, and of course, Plumlee with the quad strain, though both Mason and Grayson are making good progress. Hopefully for Nick with the weekend off and don't play again until Monday, he'll be in shape to return to the floor because Nick has been also a key cog in the Suns' success.
Again, this tells you how valuable the G League is because of Colin and also having to go down and play and not just sit around because you don't practice a ton as the year goes on. And then when they do get the call to play, they not only are in shape, at basketball shape at a high level.
All right, 2 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. I know ESPN's a little ahead of it. I apologize.
So the transition back up is very good. And so, and then they're in the same time. At one point in time, you were in different areas and locales where you couldn't get to see the guys.
Win or lose, Bud stays looking confused.
Well, and look, especially at this juncture,
Durant facing up, shooting the midi, no good.
Misfires on that one, but at this point in the season, there are
Mobley
so few
driving, long arms, floater, no good. Durant rebound, keeps it. Says I'm the point guard now. Gillespie, little hop hezzy, gets ripped, gets hit in the face by Mitchell, and we're gonna get a foul on Durant somehow because Durant's eyeball's not allowed to get rocked in the. What? Durant's not even complaining about it. That's the funny thing.
KD on that, so didn't really have anywhere to go on that particular move. He's got to start. You know, I think when he's moving on Hunter, he's going to get great looks. Hunter is, you know, he's right there in KD's face when he's shooting.
Well, especially with this.
Garland downhill over to Mobley for a corner three. Short-armed. Martin rips the rebound away from Garland and kicks it up to Oso. Gets it right back up. We're going to get a point. Martin. No, gives it to Gillespie. Double screen here for Durant from Martin and Oso. He gets it top of the key versus Mobley and the black and white James Hardens. Durant on Hunter. Floater, good.
No disrespect to Mobley, who probably might win Defensive Player of the Year, but you'll have him out there on the perimeter.
Step back, Mitchell. That was a crazy three. We're keeping Mitchell quiet right now. I think that's a big part of this. Durant passed into the post from Gillespie. Turnaround, fade away. Giggity, 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 giggity. No good. Oso almost gets the putback. Get back. Get back on D. Let's go. Hunter. Over to Garland. No good. Rebound, Martin. He thought about a touchdown pass, but no. It wasn't there.
He is making an impact.
6 rebounds, has not scored, but again, 2 steals, doing all the stuff that again doesn't necessarily
Durant downhill,
the stat sheet.
Stops, kicks it out to Martin, back to Durant. 2 seconds, gonna have to pull, in and out. Damn. 4-second differential here between clocks.
Half court, man. It's tough to score on these guys.
And Mitchell gets his first bucket, puts his head down and gets to the rim. We got 17 seconds. Let's run some clock. Let's get a good shot here, Gillespie.
Bucket here gives a lot of confidence going into that locker room.
Shit, let's get a 3 here. Gillespie in and out. Screen from Durant. Finds Dunn. Snatch back behind the back. Spin move. One-footed step back. No good, but I like the fact that he actually has these moves in the bag. The more that he practices those, the more that he can start to hit those. Just the fact that his body is capable of doing these high-level moves is a good sign. I'm not trying to glaze. I'm just saying that's a tough shot for any all-star to be hitting. So the fact that he's even getting into those shots is pretty cool. We got 253 watching the Suns take it to the Cleveland Cavaliers at least in the first half. We'll see what happens in the third quarter. Anything in this game can happen. The Suns can win this game. They can completely collapse in the third like we've seen them do time and time and time again. That's a possibility. There's a possibility I see where we hang tight during the third quarter and tie them in the third quarter. We could extend the lead. We could get into the fourth and have our meltdown then. I don't know. I am still nervous. I do not feel comfortable about this lead, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But bravo to the Suns for going up 11 in the first half. Not what I thought was going to happen tonight. You know? It's just not. Just not. Kevin Sanchez says, oh yeah, Cavs have no chances. Catch it up. No idea what that means, Kevin, but appreciate the comment. What up, Asia? Gad says, stop it, Gabe. We got this. Okay, I mean, if we're being glass half full, we're being glass half full, I guess. You know, what are we doing here on the court? Are we having some kind of ceremony? Does anybody know? Is this a Pride Night ceremony? Burner in the house. What up? Burner, are you excited for Pride Night? I sure am. High Zero says showing some heart finally. Yeah, man, the last few games they really have. You know, doing this against the Bulls, hell, doing this against the Kings, just doesn't really mean that much, you know. But doing it against the Cavs, that moves the needle. Okay. Azul must be at the game, says Booker is more beautiful in person than on screen. He really could be a male model if he wanted to. If he just wanted to be a model, I think he could kill it in the modeling game. And I don't feel like that's very fair. You know? How come God gives him so much while the rest of us get so little? I'm just glad he's on our team. Oh, shit. We're getting a Sundo call from Iraq. Sundo, how is Iraq?
It's great, man. It's great.
And have you killed the uprising of the Houthis? Have you stopped that?
Not quite yet. We should be done by Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, we should be.
You guys heard it here first. The war in which war?
Houthi war, I guess.
The Israel versus Palestine is about to be solved by Sundo on Sunday. You were saying?
Yeah, so we should be back on Monday for the game against the Bucks. But I mean, I even want to come back because apparently we're on.
It's like me when I go to to take a pee mid game and we start winning. I'm like yelling from the room, like, should I come back in?
Maybe I shouldn't come back because we're on a winning streak, and it seems like when I'm gone, they do well. They're playing the Cavs and they're up. But,
yeah, but I mean,
collapse is
exactly. You know, I have zero faith. Is that Playboy Cardi? Yipes! Yeah. It's Pride Night. We're doing some things. Gotcha. All right.
Well, I just wanted to call and say I should be back by Monday.
You sound sick too, dude. I'm sick as a dog. Are you sick?
I'm not sick. I've been going through things.
Just sleepy.
It's really
it's tough out there fighting the.
Tough out here in Iraq, dude.
Yeah. So, I can imagine.
It's tough in Iraq, man. It's tough in these streets.
Yeah, but the streets are scared of you, is what they're saying on the news.
Yeah. But I should be back on Monday.
Bet.
All right.
Bro.
I missed him.
Well, Burner, you know, we don't want to tell Burner that, but everybody else.
No, we don't want to tell Burner that, or East Metro, but everybody else.
Metro's in bed. Metro went to bed early.
Ooh.
I know. He's finally grown up.
Well, tell him I said hi, what's up, and he'll see me on Monday.
All right, man. We'll see you Monday. You guys heard it here first.
All right, y'all.
Later.
Man.
Have a good night, bro. He's coming home. He's coming home. Tell the world he's coming home. He's gonna solve the war in Iraq, even though it's 15 years too late. He's coming home. He's coming home. Tell East Metro he's coming home. No, he's just doing the Lord's work out there. No? All right. What up, Dusty? AKA Cousin Will. I'm saying Spurs, you know, I was only allowed to stay because I'm white enough. You know? That would have been a good excuse too. That would have been a real good excuse. We're trying to get Sundo back, but you know, Elon and Trump are cutting everything across the board right now. Okay, they're going in with a hatchet instead of a X-Acto knife. And they done cut Sundo, but they don't understand that Sundo's not really a DEI hire. He's the lifeblood of this organization. I think somebody so integral to the Trump presidency, you think that they would understand that, but so Dusty, this Pride Night celebration is perfect. I love these outfits they're wearing. Let's listen to the music. Let's hear what's going on real quick here. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I feel proud to be gay now after that. Yeah, so what's happening in the game? Suns came out looking good. They had a big lead in the first. Okay, here's some context I think we're all kind of missing now. Donovan Mitchell can't hit a bucket. He finally hit a layup at the end, very end of the second. So that's helping us. On top of that, the rest of these guys are also missing their shots for the most part. They're not going crazy like they could be and normally do. So there's that. On top of that, we are playing good. We're playing with heart. We're rebounding. Cody Martin's rebounding. Cody Martin's getting steals. Ryan Dunn is helping out with rebounds. Had a nice putback. We've got no Nick Richards, which is scary, which is why I'm worried about the air running out of these tires at some point. God, I hate being sick, bro. This sucks. Nobody's got it worse than me, folks. No matter what you're going through, it ain't worse than my nose being itchy. Trust me. Okay? Last fax machine says Mitchell will be hitting in the fourth. That's the problem. Yeah, or the third. Dusty says any bull sightings. Funny you should say that because we are down to one center, Oso, and he has not come in the game yet. Bull has not come in the game. I don't think it is, Diego. I really don't think it is. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Ruben says, Gabe, I have a high fever and 2 ear infections right now. That's child's play compared to an itchy nose, bro. You don't understand. My nose itches. Okay? It itches. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. Like nobody understands me, what I'm going through. Well, burner. Do you think? Dusty says, is Royce playing backup 5 or something? Yeah, I haven't been paying attention close enough to realize who's playing backup 5. It seems like when we go really small, they go small too, though. It almost feels like we've done good enough with small ball that they're not risking putting Jarrett Allen out there, which is kind of crazy. Oso's just playing a ton of minutes. Let's pull up the stats. Let's get a closer look at that, all right? And I haven't had any coffee yet today either. That is rare. I'm in rare form tonight. All right. Oso's played more than anybody. 22 minutes. I love it. I love it. 4 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, couple of turnovers, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 from Dunn, 2 from Cody Martin, 1 from Royce. They are gang rebounding, and I appreciate the hell out of it. 13 points from Durant, 7 assists from Durant. What? Durant, low-key, could get close to a triple-double in this bit. 1 for 4 from 3, 6 for 13 overall. Not the greatest. What's Book doing? 2 for 9 from Book, but he's got 5 assists. I mean, it's not cooking us. Hopefully both of them get warmer in the next half. Mafo says, no, man. Boog Shug, I haven't had Boog Shug in, man, I'm trying to think back. Not going to cap. I did try it a couple of times. I wanted to see what it felt like. And I never got any good grade stuff. So it just tasted like Excedrin or like Advil or like aspirin. It was never good. I've never had a good experience. So it's funny because, like, I'll tell people that and they'll be so shocked that I'm willing to admit it. It's like, and, it happens, but it was never good. So the second time I tried it, it's like, well, I tried it once, broke that cherry. Let me try it again. Is this stuff good? Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. Wasn't. I mean, I've never felt anything off of it, That's why I'm clean as a whistle, all right? As straight edge as it gets. I'm California sober, weed only, all right? Yeah, Muff, I mean, it's not like judging. It's more like just like shock, like acting like I admitted to trying like black tar heroin or some shit. It's like, it ain't that serious. What up, Two Goated? Sundo's speaking at the White House right now? Wow. He's just so busy. We're so lucky that we even get an hour of his time, let alone several, It is show enough Pride Night. You got to see what the fans are wearing out here in the stadium, walking around getting drinks and food and stuff. Let's go. It's my night to shine. Pride Night, baby. I'll come out the closet at some point. I'm not ready to come out yet, I like it in the closet. It feels safe. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Mr. Nashy One says, where's Sundo really? All right, fine. Tell you the truth. Okay? Have you seen the movie The Gorge? Apparently the Gorge is an area where, the military's been doing a lot of experiments on people and stuff, and there's a gorge full of demons. They usually send 2 people from each side of the world to guard it at a time, snipers. They felt like they could save some money if they had Sundo down in the gorge by himself, just whooping ass, So that's where he's at. He's in the gorge. He's fighting demons. He's keeping you safe, to be completely honest. Not that kind of gorge, burner.
Changed defensively out there.
Oh my God, I feel sick.
Our aggression, our voices are working. We're talking early. We're trying to flood the paint. We're trying to protect each other, and we're trying to finish it with a rebound every single time. And that's getting us out in the open court, hopefully, and getting us more opportunities.
Suns shooting almost 50% from three. Got Royce O'Neal leading the way. How big of an impact has he been coming off the bench?
He's been great, but the big thing is we got to stay out of 5 seconds or less situations.
She really is pretty fine, not going to lie, Mafo. I can't see her because I'm married, never seen her, but I hear she's pretty fine.
Fizz, thank you.
You got it.
Yeah, thank you, Fizz. Thank you, Amanda.
Yep.
And he hit it
on the head.
You mentioned
Big Bad Brad, did we get any
starting.
answers about what really happened with Jonathan Majors? Like, is he innocent? Because it sounded like he was innocent.
Why? Because they got two.
I don't know, though. I really don't. Not making an argument for him.
You got Mobley and Jared Allen behind you. You can extend yourself, knowing that it's a rush to shoot. Suns can't do that. They got to get into their offense.
Chris, you're not allowed to be proud about being straight. All right, that's bigoted. ARRRRR. 1 second, let me find you one, brother.
Glad they called that foul, because that was going the other way. Yeah. No way he was catching that. And even if he did catch it, Jared Allen was right there.
Yeah.
The problem is, Mafo, I believe all women no matter what. You know, no matter what they say, no matter if they've lied before in their life, I don't believe women can lie. That's my issue with it. Dunn, scoop pass to Gillespie, who scores in the paint over Mitchell and Allen. Somehow sneaks it in there.
Young players out there.
Like, Burner would like to sneak inside Sundo. That type shit.
In that situation, especially.
8 points for Gillespie.
Looking for a few more playback Vips. Mitchell for three. No good. He's still a little cold. Wow, and a rare miss from Garland about 8 feet from the rim. Book off to the races, over to Durant. No good. It's my toughest spot to hit a three from that little, like, elbow three area.
Mitchell cutting down the lane.
Mitchell scores on the lefty lay, though.
You can see right now, he's coming out like a tornado. You got to be ready for him. He can give you 25 and a half. As he did the last time they played, I believe he struggled. He didn't take a lot of shots early.
Durant with a beautiful crossover, and it doesn't go. Almost saved by Gillespie. We got Mitchell to the rack. Misses. Get it. Get it. Attaboy. Mitchell was a little selfish there. He wanted the layup, and he took a super contested one instead of dumping it off to Strus.
Early in the year.
You know? Book no good. Long rebound chased by Dunn, though. Over to Durant for three. No good.
The one thing that you loved in the first half, too, H, is the fact that you didn't need a Herculean effort from Kevin or Book to build that lead. Just 7 points for Book, though KD did have 13.
Mobley working on Book, screaming, "Hey!" which is universal for, "Can I get a foul call, please?" Dunn corner three, no good. Oso with a strong rebound. Kicks to Book. Book to an open Gillespie for Thrizzle. Hits it. Book, you got to get it to him quicker. He's open and he's white. That's a hell of a combination, Book. Don't sleep on it.
With their biggest lead at 14.
Outworking them. Can it continue?
Garland, ball fake, steps up.
Mobley, too easy. Easy dunk. Yeah, T does sound good, Michael. Not going to lie.
Cavs have only lost
Scoreboard? My bad. My bad.
Never lost 4 consecutive games this season. This is a team that has put together multiple 15-game win streaks.
Dunn corner three. I love this man. I love this man to death.
And the more he plays, the confidence just grows.
I got a message to all the Suns fans on Twitter that argue with me about Ryan Dunn needing to play because they say that he can't shoot. Here's my argument.
Shut up, bitch!
Want your key guys to get in foul trouble. So
is that fair?
He's in good shape right now, but
Beautiful done.
he's got to make sure that part does not happen.
Yeah, look at this Cleveland team. And Kenny Atkinson has played. He's gone 10 deep pretty much all season long. As Garland able to navigate
Garland
inside,
with a little
but
bucket.
they don't have a
15
single
points,
player in
though.
double figures.
Doing
Meanwhile,
okay this
the
quarter.
Suns have 5 in double figures. Cavs also got 6 players on their roster that average 11-plus points.
Careful, Dunn. Don't travel.
Dunn with a switch across the floor now to Durant. 8 in the shot clock. KD working on Mobley. Gets a little contact.
Ooh, Durant, beautiful baseline.
Pull-up.
Yeah, making Mobley go out in the perimeter and guard like that against KD when he raises up.
Chuckster, I just think I think the Cavs are playing poor and we're playing good. You know, I don't think it has to be too much more crazy than that. Sometimes you outplay your team. You're going versus them. Sometimes you just have it and they don't. We haven't had a lot of games where the other teams don't have it, and when we do, we let them get their groove back like Stella. You know?
He talked about defensive discipline where the slippage has
Durant down to Oso. He's going to bang out, but no. Just barely disrupted. Corner 3 for Mitchell. No good. Oh, my God. We are being blessed, and Gillespie gets fouled on an offensive rebound.
But also has to do that. And Jared Allen, yeah, tremendous shot blocker.
What word did I say, Berna?
That ball to the other hand, too, right? Go up with
I don't
2.
even remember.
Then he reaches, then you kind of turn it over to the left, throw it down. I mean, I can do that on the Nerf room.
Well, he still nearly got it.
He almost got him, but if he goes to one hand, right, then he gets it, right? But because he went with 2, Jared Allen was able to really get a hand on it.
D-Book, 1 second, Bretta.
Iguodaro getting the start tonight in place of Nick Richard, just his 3rd career start. Same story for Colin Gillespie. This Suns youth movement has made an impact.
Durant, floater is good. Bumps Jared Allen out of bounds. Allen trying to curry favor for a future call from the refs, acting like he got hurt.
Garland, dribble hesitation, done, got a piece. Well, they're going to call a foul on Iguodaro, and Oso looks back and is like, yep, that was on me.
That would be fun. That would be fun, Burner.
Kenny Atkinson's going to go a little deeper into his
Been watching a lot of Steiner lately.
Devontae Green, 6th-year undrafted player. He's going to check in for his first action. Did not play in 2 of the last 3, so gets on the floor here tonight.
Suns got to win here. They go small. It's almost like Atkinson is giving into the fact that the small ball is...
What a pass from Garland. Man. Somehow we stop it. We're off to the races here. Book loses his own dwibble, but it works to his benefit. It worked. Whoa, it like literally was like a bag move on accident. Ty Jerome working on Durant, gets it out to Garland. Screen from Hunter. Hunter. Down to Hunter. Hunter. Floater. Good. That would be sick, Burner. That gives me more motivation to lift even harder. I should get as big as Steiner and just scream. And that chain hat that he was wearing was so sick. Apparently he found that at a he had some hose that he was buying lingerie for, and they had that in a display case at the lingerie store, so he bought it for himself. He just thought it looked dope.
Suns doing work here in the 3rd.
Suns up 19. I don't really know what's going on here, folks, but we got 285 watching. Can you help us out? Can you hit the like button? All right. Hit that like one time. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because we might, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to jinx us. Done enough of that this year, but you get the idea. Yeah, for real, Psycho. So is she wearing this jumpsuit for Pride Night? Is she trying to dumb down her body for some reason. I don't understand what's going on. This thing looks crazy. She looks like she just time traveled from 1984. Secret agent? No, unfortunately, I'm not in Phoenix. I'm in Austin, Texas. I used to live in Phoenix, but I don't think I could afford it anymore. But I swear, if my wife ever gets sick of her job because she really likes the people she works with, she really likes what she does, she's a nurse, and she found like the perfect spot to work. If she ever gets sick of it for some reason and wants to move, I would go back to Arizona in a heartbeat. You know? Relax, Gad. Come on, those are jinx statements. Guess who says is James Harden playing? Are the Clippers playing tonight? You know? I mean, Vision, I would, I'll tell you, honestly, I'd try to give him a great massage, and I would try my hardest not to mention Suns Valley podcast. I would try my hardest, and I don't think I would succeed. You know, if I ever end up seeing like a famous person, or like when I worked on Chris Bosh, I tried so hard not to talk basketball, but it's like, bro, you're Chris fucking Bosh. How am I supposed to not talk to you about basketball? Like, how? How? There's like 60 other massage therapists at my job, and he got put with me. There's no way I'm not talking basketball.
You still want to give me that look? How do you like that look? 5 of 6. O'Neal, big part.
I might do some like, I might try to like, you know, hypnotize him a little bit and
out there on the floor with Ryan Dunn,
play some relaxing music with subtle messages about playing Ryan Dunn and Bol Bol.
Nothing. Okay, 0.
Yeah, Bragsy. Since 2010.
Well, he was worried about Oso. He knows that he can block his shot.
Book, screen from Oso. Over to Dunn. Should have taken it. Should have taken it. Over to Martin. He'll take a 3. He can't hit still.
He makes that shot. You just gotta get
Man, Pan. Luckily, it's very, very, very rare. Very rare. And you probably just jinxed me. I'm probably going to get one.
No one else.
You just ignore it. Try to make him feel, you know, not embarrassed, and just move on, you know.
Trying to body up on Durant.
Done. Wing 3, air ball. Not even close. Not even close. It almost hit the net. Corner 3 from Hunter. Hunter. No good. Rebound tipped from Durant to Oso.
Rebound tonight.
It would help from KD on that one. He kind of knocked it to him.
Book, spinning baseline, finding, nope, getting intercepted.
Yeah, jumping in the air and trying to do that again. A very difficult pass.
8th turnover for Phoenix, their first here in the quarter.
We got a corner 3 here, no good.
Tap to Green. Green inside of the finger.
Green, no good. How is he not out of busy? And then we get a foul on Dunn versus Jerome. That's what I'm thinking, Brian. What up, boy Singh?
Tyus Jones will check back in. Tyus, strong second quarter, all 10 of his points.
Cordy's worried about the feet aspect of the massage.
Cody Martin will sit down. Ryan Dunn.
Oh, I gotta blow my nose again. Excuse.
Royce O'Neal. Here's Jerome.
Green for 3? Damn it.
Couldn't make anything inside, but he stops the drought for Cleveland and missed their previous 10 3-point attempts.
And Atkinson is hoping that this group can make some inroads. Suns have to repel them.
Oh my God, I'm going right to sleep after this stream, I'll tell you that.
Free throws coming here. On a three-point attempt is Kevin Durant.
No, Malo. Thank God, no. It's a lot less common for male therapists to get proposition like that. It's more of a thing that dudes do to chicks, you know.
I mean, like, I'm trying to just get some minutes out here.
Big Merc says he's like number 112. Guys, we should be at like 150 for a game like this on a night like this. You know? You could fall in love with the Suns all over again, so hit that like button. Let's get to 150.
Eddie, just let me know when somebody's going to pick for you. I'm good. I'm not going to fight over it.
Yeah, Secret. And I mean, I'm a night owl. Like, I normally would get off of this stream, eat for the first time of the day, and then won't have time to go to the gym, so I'll just sit here and play Marvels until like 5, 6 in the morning. It's that crazy.
They'll tell a big guy, like, man, I'm not fighting you. Guy said, okay.
All yours.
Not really sleepy, Mellow. I'm just sick as a dog. I got a
I'm gonna hit you every time, man.
head cold that's
Stop standing on the free throw line.
burning me up.
Hey, nobody said you were dummy.
Jerome to the rack, kicks it. Green into the other corner, wide open, wide open, wide open, wide open, wide open, wide open, wide open. Call timeout, bud. Call timeout, bud. You coward. Call timeout. You're giving up wide open threes and getting sloppy. This is the time. Diego, I did watch the Severance finale. It was kind of, it was really impressive. It was really impressive. They did, they gave us a good amount of what I wanted, which was answers, you know. Book to the rack, bulldozes a couple of Cavs and finishes. All clean. None of it was a foul. Jerome for a three, drills it deep in Royce's face.
Over 10 droughts. And Jerome's the guy at his career high 33. Back in January against the 76ers, he hit 8.
Tyus pick and roll with Durant, gets it to him. Hunter guarding. Rocker step, almost loses the dwib. Uh-oh, throws it directly to Ty Jerome. Did I not call for a fucking timeout? Did I not call for a timeout? Did I not call for a timeout? Bud!
Yeah, costly turnovers. Jerome racing on Martin on the drive into the paint. Out to Royce. Tyus squares, fires.
Thank you, Tyus. Y'all are going to send me to an early grave.
Right there. Yeah. Well, you mentioned it a couple times, with them scrambling defensively, you hit those kind of shots, and it gives them pause.
Jerome, downhill left-handed, kicks it out to Green. Wade in the corner, hand off to Hunter. Pulls the three, no good. Rebound, Royce. Tyus to Durant. Over to Royce baseline, back out to Tyus, over to Durant. Contested three, giggity, 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 giggity. All right.
Falling out of his hand. He just curled it up into the shooting motion and knocked it down.
26.
Nice little step through from Okoro. No good, but he's going to the line.
Leaves it short. We'll get a timeout. Just under 2 to go here in the third.
Ty Jerome trying to make it interesting, but the Suns said, not right now. Tyus from deep.
It's like we gave up an open 3 points. I call for a timeout. We go up the court. Nothing. Come back down. 3 points for Ty Jerome. Come back down. Intercepted. 3-pointer from Jerome. 9 points. If we had called a timeout when I asked for it, we would have been. It could possibly be like 62 to 90. You know, maybe they hit. Let's go 65, 66 to 90. But no, Bud's a cuck. Burner, couple of times, like when they've had injuries, you know, I've helped a couple of teammates rehab injuries. You know, like working calves and Achilles stuff, you know. That's the thing. Like, I know it seems weird to be a massage therapist. I'll tell you this. Massage school was crazy. It was super fun. I would suggest it to any of you guys. Like, massage school was one of the funnest 9 months of my life. Like, there's probably 4 guys in the class, 28 girls. You get, it's 3 days a week for school, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You get like a 2-hour massage 3 days a week. So that's why I was like, all right, I'll do this. I don't care. It's weird at first to have someone naked on a table with just a sheet covering them. But any good massage therapist is not going to see or touch anything that they're not supposed to. So once that really sets in for you and you've done like hundreds of massages to the point where you've got hundreds of experiences, like, it was weird at first having naked girls on the table, but you never see anything. And once that clicks in your brain, it stops being interesting in that way. It stops being weird in that way. And it's just, it becomes nothing, Well, Ballo, you might have that issue, yes. Burner definitely wouldn't be allowed. All right? They wouldn't even allow him to join a massage school.
The beauty of it.
They'd be like, no, we know why you're here.
Do some post-production.
Yeah, post-production. Like, can we edit that?
It may have been intentional, That's just how mad he was.
Free throw good for Okoro.
Okoro able to knock down the free throw. Shoulder injuries have cost him 22.
I don't know if Sundo could do it.
So far this season, as we get a message from our friends.
I mean, I know he could. I don't think he would want to. It's fun, Braxy. I mean, it's like, it's decent money. It's good money.
Here is Iguodaro. Pushes him way outside. Looking for KD. 13 of his 26 have come here.
Martin, all kinds of dribble moves. Somehow saves it, pulls the midi, can't hit it, but might have got fouled on the shot. Super delayed.
Can I get a call, please? He finally does.
Oh, yeah. Sundo's rough hands, I'd love to get them on me,
Then he comes out with, it's almost like having a bad meal, and you want to leave. And then they pull dessert out, and he's like, man, that was good.
No.
But the main meal wasn't.
Let me rethink this decision.
I'll stay.
Martin's free throw is good.
But can you scrape the main plate? I'm done.
A la mode, please.
Yeah, I think, let's see, the most difficult people to massage. For me, it's when they want like 2 hours of purely relaxation. Meaning they don't want elbows, they don't want firm pressure. They just want you to just pet them for 2 hours. That shit sucks. Durant with the dunk. It's so boring. It's it's difficult, like also with a block but a foul. Like if I've got you on a table and I can lean into you with my elbow and like support my weight with you, which most people you can do that with, that's like a more of a resting position. But if they just want relaxation, you have to like stand over them in like a kind of a squat or a lunge and like use your hands. It's physically, it sucks. Yeah, Secret, we are on fire. Like I'm trying not to almost engage too much in this game. I don't want to jinx anything.
It's all sponsored by our friends at the Valley Show Dealers. Your chance to be featured in the broadcast. Post your photo with the hashtag CouchSideFan. Well, for more on Cody
and Diego.
Let's swing it over to Amanda.
Well, the impacts that
I don't know if I would do Cody Martin's braids, but it would be fun to have braids.
He's offered him feedback and advice.
We got some hellacious defense going on over here. Jerome throws up a prayer and gets a foul call. I don't like that. I don't like that call at all.
Obviously, we all see
Yeah, shockingly, 2 hours of deep tissue is a lot easier to do than 2 hours of Swedish.
But before I got here, I was a fan of his game too, he said.
You know who I think has the best hair is Nick Richards. That dude pays a premium to get his hair did like that.
He doesn't want to overload him with a million things, and sometimes just thinks it's better for him to figure it out and learn.
Christopher, relax. We got a long ways to go before we start worrying about any of those things. All right.
And Oso, but the fact that they keep coming back to the table and asking for more information.
That's how you learn. I mean, you as a rookie,
Tyus,
you got to ask questions. This game is
over to Durant.
An easy game if you look at it, right? I mean, dribble pass, shoot.
Pick and roll with Royce.
You got an opposition in front of you, and that's what makes you work hard. And the more you learn,
Durant, good. Fade away. My God.
He's also taught a lot of lessons as well tonight.
A little in and out there from Ty Jerome. Over to Green for three. No good.
Monte Green can't get that one. Oso comes flying in, grabbing another rebound. His 11th of the night.
Book. Over to Royce. Back to Oso.
Don't try to overpass.
Oso, nice pass. Kind of wild, though, but good idea to pass it over there. Durant, crossover into the paint, one-footed. God damn, only a GOAT can hit a shot like that. And Sundo. But that's, how's that not a travel? How is that not a travel? Review that. Review that shit.
But another big quarter for the Suns, and they lead it heading into the fourth. 98-79.
Who dat? Why did they show a random 11 in the crowd? I'm not hating. Just saying. Yeah, Mona, like that's a travel that you pull in like elementary school as you're learning the game of basketball, and you dribble and it goes up above your head and you have to grab it and then go take a few more steps to score. Like, that's crazy. Ooh, Burner, a chill guy emoji doesn't sound bad. I could find a Suns chill guy. Should I do like the cartoon chill guy, or should I do what's his name? Doug Heffernan chill guy. Like, cameraman cut straight to her. Diego was like, check out this dime piece in the crowd. And back to the game. Cartoon? Okay. We'll see. We'll see what looks better. Braggsy says, oh, so 12 boards on 32 minutes. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Two Goated said put 32 up before the fourth quarter on the top 5 defense in the league. Katie Haight needs to stop. So we went 36 and 28. At halftime, if you could have told me, hey, third quarter, we're going to outscore them 36 to 28, I'd say we're going to win the game then. So that's what I'm going with. I hate to jinx us like that, but I officially think this should be a W. And if it's a collapse, it's going to be one of the worst collapses ever. You know? That's not how cans of water work, Burner. You don't get sick from them. Oh, what up? Living in Omaha? How you been, man? I think the way I got sick, I don't know, man. I went to the gym last night and played some basketball with some dudes. Maybe one of them was sick.
Guy's resume, 15
I went to that dope Indian restaurant I was telling you about. Maybe I caught it there.
Book put on the cooking class in the fourth quarter against the Bulls, and KD.
Well, yeah, Braggsy. I mean, do you blame me?
Third quarter here, 19 of those 32 coming in the third.
Yeah, he's been
Let's definitely get Durant 40 tonight. I vote for that.
Yeah.
Mobley.
DeAndre Hunter.
Over to Merrill for three. Late run out. Makes it a short miss. A tip out from Mobley is out of bounds. Suns ball. I'm kind of like, hey, let's run down the clock here. Let's go. Let's go slow pace offense here. Get good shots, but work for them. Don't rush anything. Royce over to Tyus. Picking and rolling. Tyus into the corner to a wide open Cody Martin. No good. Bro cannot hit a three to save his life. But on the other end, he blocks Donovan Mitchell's three. Oh my God, Mobley got a lucky tip in.
Some calls and knocking that in as well. What a defensive effort there.
Martin to Booker. He's going to pull the contested. Not even close. Not even close.
It's a 17-point game. So this is
Mitchell downhill, pumping, floating, not even close. Wow. Step back from Okoro, no good. Can we get a rebound? No, we cannot. Here's going to be the third opportunity for them. Garland crosses the shit out of Book, gets to the rack. Lefty lay is good.
And Garland, with that bucket, becomes the first.
Get Oso out there, please, now. We need our big out there. Oh, he is out there. Goodness. Maybe get Bull out there to help. Book. Book just bullies Garland and gets a friendly home roll off the rim. Garland, too fast. Blocked off the backboard, though, by your boy Royce. Suns ball. Yeah, please, guys, hit the like button. Help us out. Let's get to like 200. We got a $5 dono from living in Omaha. Dave Matney, thank you, bro. Says get well soon. I appreciate it, man. It's just a head cold. I'm trying not to be too much of a bitch. Let me blow me snaz real quick.
Waving a white flag, but it's not going to be a while here. You got about 4 or 5 minutes to do that.
Oh yeah, they're trying to snap a 3-game losing streak as Booker gets
Book mid-range is good. Wow, back up 19.
Back-to-back hoops from number 1.
Well, Garland, he tricks the officials. He's very good at it. And I think they know it, and they don't give him the benefit of the doubt.
Merrill looks inside.
Mobley finds Okoro wide open on the other side, and he hits it. Damn.
Double down there. You got to make sure that rotation is on, and maybe make them make
Book with the ball. Screen from Oso. Kicks it down to Oso. Over to Martin. Pump fake baseline. Wow, what a yam from Cody. I didn't know he had it like that. Durant loved it.
Take the 2. In that sense, the 2 was better than the 3. Little pun intended.
Merrill
won't get it. Martin.
No good.
Last touch by Mobley.
Mobley goes over the top, tips it out of bounds. Suns ball.
Okoro trying to stay attached. The Book now gets a switch with Mitchell stepping out.
Book. Doubled. Skip past to Tyus. 6 seconds. At half court for Royce. Royce trying to go off the dribble. Not what he does. Loses the dribble by the defense from Merrill being too much. Garland to the rack. Kicks it out to Merrill. They find Okoro. He's been cold. Still cold. Get the rebound. Thank you.
With he and Merrill will get a jump ball.
Yeah, Hilltops, that's crazy, man. I would have expected the Cavs to have you in a better position. I can't believe they're getting cooked like this. Here for it, which is crazy. So, I slept all day.
And he does.
When I woke up, I saw some news. It could be Fugazi news. Garland with the foul.
Foul by Darius Garland.
Definitely sold by Tyus. Malachi, it says you have your VIP. What are you talking about?
He's patient.
You good? You got it?
A fair amount of leniency.
Well, he knows the frustration.
Is there news that Bradley Beal's out for the season? Is that what I heard?
Well, And then if you keep going, yeah, give it to you.
Mobley stepping out on Book defensively, draws the double team.
Book whips it to Tyus, over to Royce, shoots the three, not even close. Oh my God, that was off.
Hit 5 threes in that first
A normal day, but I mean like slept all day.
What a play by Sam Merrill.
He made up for that lack of a jump ball.
Utah State
Book to Oso. Like over to Martin, over to Royce, up to Tyus, 4-3. God, that would have been beautiful. No good. Tyus going to chase down the miss and kick it to Royce. He'll shoot the three and still cold. He's cold. He had all of his hotness early. That's a good foul, but he gets the and one, and we're in a dangerous spot now, folks. 90-104. I need a timeout after this free throw.
Just don't. I mean, he's done that numerous times this year, where he just reaches out, and no way he's going to get to this. No way.
Well, not that guy in particular.
No. And then if you push him hard, then it's a playground. So just give him the two and live the battle another day.
Depends on the contracts for that Beal for Paul George thing. I mean, if it puts us in a better situation contract-wise, I wouldn't mind it. But apparently Paul George has fallen off of a cliff this year. Book.
Max Strus checking back into the game.
Screens. And we get a timeout as I requested.
In the fourth, leading at 104-90.
Yeah, too goated. Put KD back out there. Let him close this game.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast.
Well, if that's the case, Toasty, then no.
In any form without the
No.
consent of the NBA.
I gotta tell you, our zesty MC, he is loving Pride Night. He's getting his money's worth, all right? Pride Night has always been about him. We know that, and we love him for it, okay? Yep, Pride Night, baby. You better be enjoying it. Zesto might be there. Yeah, ETC. I'm ready for Royce to go to the bench. Like he's cold. We got what we wanted out of him earlier. A plethora and a barrage of threes, but that's over now. That's dope, Stevie. I've never caught one of them shirts. A little bit salty about it, not gonna lie. Voltson says he was at the Raptors game on Monday. That's dope. Bet that was fun. Feels out to the 26th. Okay, so it's not... They haven't closed him off for the rest of the season. Good. Good. I just think if he comes back and can give you 20 points a game, it could be helpful. Now, sometimes that screws up the chemistry, so it's not a guarantee that it's going to be a helpful 20. That's the weird part.
He's been making key plays like this as he sent two of the Cavs.
But again, it doesn't matter. Like, these two guys are so good offensively. When one has it going, then the other one has to do some other stuff. And we saw it in the last game when Devin had it going and KD did other stuff. So that's the way it should be, and that's been huge. Now it's just about taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, that is
Gillespie
key.
to Book.
With 11 turnovers leading to
pick and roll with Oso.
Points.
Stops, kicks to Gillespie, corner three for Durant. It's good. He's still got it, folks. We are up 17, and he's got 35. Let's get him 40 minimum. Mitchell selling all kinds of contact on Booker. Elbows Booker in the face and gets a foul. Going to the line. Final boss Roy Maivia in the hizzy with a 199 dono says Suns didn't blow a lead. What? There's still time. Roy. Don't jinx us, Roy. How's work, man? You working tonight? Mobley, backing down Book. Backing down Book. Backing down Book. Slow move, gets to the rack, scores. Way too big, way too big, way too big.
Allen just, he's sitting on the bench, and that's huge. When you can force Atkinson to put him on the bench, all of a sudden that paint kind of opens up a lot.
Durant bringing it up.
It would be with he and Mobley on the floor.
Screens from Gillespie are ignored. He's ISOing Mobley. Pulls up the mid. Gets blocked by Mobley. Off to the races. Garland uses the correct side of the rim on a reverse lay to protect himself. Gillespie bringing it up. Suns up 13 only. 6 minutes.
Garland with 13.
Book to Gillespie. Gillespie downhill. Hangs and finishes. Wow, that was tough. That was a really tough man's lay. Mobley pulls a three. Drills it. What is going on? They're waking up, folks.
16-12 for Evan Mobley. All-star this season.
Durant into the corner to Book.
Under 5.5 to go. Booker on the drive and kick.
Book out to Dunn. Over to Collin. Back to Durant. Durant to the rack. Stops. Pops. Good! High difficulty shot. High difficulty shot, folks.
Win all the stuffed animals.
Mitchell and Mobley. Mobley to Merrill. Merrill, step back three. No good. Rebound Oso. Slow it down. Nah.
Unable to do so. Iguodala with a rebound.
Oso whips it to Book with his left hand. We're up court. We're going to slow it down here. 16 seconds on the shot.
To 22 seconds off of that clock.
Kicks to Durant.
So the clock is their enemy right now.
Durant. Foul. Fouled by Strus.
KD is like, what are you crying about?
Strus looking like Lord Farquhar with that haircut, right?
But they're going to say he's not shooting.
That's the second call tonight.
Help us out, guys. Help us get to 200 likes if you don't mind. We got a lot more people in here. 420.
I'm serious. I'm like,
in the house.
It's like KD. It's like K-Ray hanging out at my house.
Help us out, guys. Hit that like. Sun's doing work for us tonight. Durant into Oso. Hand off to Book. Bad pass, Oso. Bad pass, Oso. Bad pass. Merrill to Garland into the corner for Mitchell for three. No good. Rebound done. Slow it down and get good offensive opportunities here. Book on Merrill. Tough take. We didn't need to do that so early in the shot clock. Book, what are you doing? We don't need to do that shit.
Yeah, he's got a jetpack.
I'm going to drive real quick on 3 people and bump and fade away. There's 15 seconds on the clock. Slow it down and get a good shot. We can get that shot at the buzzer if you want it. Play with correct pace, please.
West Coast swing for Kenny Atkinson's club that right now.
Okay, bet, Malachi. Glad that's working for you.
111-97, Phoenix in front.
All right, guys, 111-97, 14-point lead. It ain't over till it's over. All right. Braggsy says that's why we lose 37 games. I mean, it's part of it, for sure. Mala says Oso's played 40 minutes so far. That's crazy. I'm so happy for him, man. I'm so happy for Oso finally getting minutes. I mean, it absolutely isn't translating into points, which is weird, but it is Jared Allen out there. And Evan Mobley. Mobley's a good defender, too. Really, it's that 2 for 17 burger from Donovan Mitchell. That's what's really helping us out here. Bragsy, I don't know. 6 out of 7. It just feels like don't get me wrong. I'm very happy about a potential 3-game win streak. I didn't see that coming. Neither me or Sundo thought we were going to beat the Cavs. Full disclosure. So, you know, I guess anything's possible. Depends on the pace we continue to play with. I am a little worried if you think about, like, last few times we've had really good shooting games. Like, remember we made, like, 24 threes a few games ago? It was the most we'd made in the whole season. And then the next game we couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, you know? Bragsy says, remember the 8-1 anyone? LMAO. I don't know, Mona. I mean, today it doesn't show. But Mitchell's had a great year, and his team has had the inverse of a year that the Suns have had. I mean, they are top-notch. We are bottom shelf.
You can head to an Arizona Carl Jr. tomorrow and get a free single Western bacon cheeseburger with the purchase of a large-size fountain drink. Order ahead on the Carl's app using the promo code SUNS249.
Oh, really, Frank Casavilla? You really going to try and take credit for calling this win, huh? I'm going to need some proof.
Jason Tatum and the defending NBA champion Boston Celtics. Tickets still available. Pictures now at Suns.com.
Super unpredictable, Al. Absolutely.
Work to be done in this one, though.
But I feel like they became predictably bad. You know, there's a steal from Gillespie. All right, guys, slow it down now. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bucket here. Let's slow it down. Durant with the ball, bringing it up as point. Got Mobley guarding him. No screen. ISO. ISO. Durant to the rack. Bumps. Floats. No good. Gets the rebound tipped back from Oso. That should be a rebound for Oso. And Durant hits the little midi.
But that's 12 rebounds, and that one maybe the biggest.
That was his 13th, I think. Struce with a 3 drill. 100, 113. Booker guarded by Hunter. Hunter. Hand off to Durant. Durant on Mobley. Over to Dunn. Fade away in the mid-range. No good. I like that shot in the beginning of the game. Not so much with 3 minutes left in the fourth. Hunter crossover. Hunter to the rack. Stops. Pops. Good. Suns lead cut to 11. Here's that fourth quarter meltdown I warned you guys of. 23-15. It's not the worst. I've seen worse. Okay? I have seen worse. Pride night, everybody. I need somebody to come out of the closet in the chat. I know there's a closeted gay man in the chat. Okay? Who's it going to be? Who's going to be the brave guy to come out to our chat on Pride night? Bragsy? Bragsy's coming out. He wants the world to know. And we appreciate that, Bragsy. It's Pride night. I'm not coming out of the closet, Burner. I'm not doing it. I'm staying in where it's safe. Okay? Bismack coming out the closet a little bit. All right. All right. You guys are brave. To come out as gay in 2025 is one of the bravest things you can do, I think. Man. All right, we're back.
I'll swipe it and run.
See the fourth quarter numbers. Cleveland, after struggling in quarters 2 and 3, has been able to find
Gotta watch the trap there.
Stop lying, Bismack.
Now you got to get into the offense. You can't.
Gillespie, wow. It would have been a cool pass if it didn't get intercepted for a little lay the other way, and now they're only down 9. They've got it in 9 points here.
If you bring a guy to them, that's why you don't bring somebody over now. Because if you do, it's going to be.
Why is Durant not being set up? Why is he being the playmaker? I want him getting the ball in a spot to score, not doing everything from scratch. Durant, crossover, loses the dribble, gets it stolen. Bud, you're a fucking moron. You're an absolute retard, Bud. You are a retard, Bud. In the closet cuck like me, at home, sitting behind my computer with a head cold, should not know better offensive sets or ideas than you, Bud. What is wrong with you? All game we've been setting Durant up, and we winning. But now let's switch it up.
As we get a message from our friends at Auto Owners Insurance.
Now we should have him be the point guard.
So you can take care of everything else. That's simple.
I'll slap the shit out of Bud if I could. Garland. Beautiful dribble moves. Gets it poked at. Mitchell to the rack. Can't finish. Going to the line for 2.
Well, it looked like he made that shot much tougher than it needed to be, but he'll get the benefit of a foul call on Devin Booker. That'll be number 4. Let's give you a look.
Who fouled him? Who fouled him? Is Bill Cosby out here in ghost dad form? Okay, that's a foul on Book. Never mind. My bad.
I mean, that is ticky-tack.
Just the 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Neither of these teams have been line a whole lot. Suns are 8 of 8.
I like the substitution here. Ryan Dunn, obviously his defense is important. They got to get the ball at the court because they're picking up.
You ever seen Ghost Dad, Baby Mala? That's a classic movie. Just saying.
Somebody over to try to target someone. They're going to trap it. So you have to be ready for it, and that's why I say a fluid offense, something off the screen.
Free throw good. 106-113. The fourth quarter meltdown is in full effect. 2 minutes, folks. 9-0 run in the last minute, 45 seconds. For y'all's Cavaliers. Book downhill, pulls from the free throw line. Good. That is a big shot. Big shot. Big shot. Should have had an and one. Mitchell to Mobley. He's hitting some threes and not this one, though. Hunter. Rebound. Book gets it. Pushed out of bounds by Strus.
That's huge.
That was crazy from Book.
But again, you got to get your advantage and go. You can't be bringing guys over the screen. They want you to. They're going to come with the double team.
Ties to Gillespie.
You do it.
Has Oso wide open for a dunk, and we're not going to hit him. That's interesting.
Hunter, space out. Booker defensive space out. Here it goes. Going to be a double there. That's a good screen.
Book with the half spin. Gets doubled. Beautiful pass to Durant. If he makes this, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Offensive glass work, Garland.
Book and Durant working in the clutch. Crazy. And then there's a dagger of a 3 there. Who was that? Garland.
Win tonight would tie their franchise mark for road victories. When the Suns now under
Ty's trying to waste some clock. Book finds Oso in the paint. Oso yams on little Garland. And Garland loses the dribble out of bounds. Oso's hyped. As well he should be.
Waving to the fans, on your feet. Are you not entertained? He says.
Again, your 2 guys that you want to shoot. KD and Book. That's what you do late in games.
41 for Book on Wednesday, 42 tonight for Durant.
Book into the corner to a wide open Tyus, and we need it, and he drills it. That's the dagger, folks. Suns going to get this win. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it because we've been winning all game, but oh, there's another three.
This is the biggest one.
And based on who was not available tonight, considering one of the strengths of this Cleveland team.
Suns trying to run out some clock here. I like that.
Suns will out-rebound the Cavaliers here tonight. And the Suns, by the way, so far the month of March have been one of the best rebounding teams in the league. They're number 2 after out-rebounding Chicago and now Cleveland. Oso Ighodaro gets his third career start, a career-high 13 rebounds, career-high 44 minutes. And the Suns secure this one. The win streak remains intact. Their 22nd home run of the season.
Crazy.
And this was big because Dallas already won tonight. Portland was beating Denver.
Yeah, and this race is very
The vibes are back, man.
If you take care of your own business, you can
They're
carve
back.
out your own spot. And the Suns right now playing the best basketball of the season.
Let's swing it over to, well, not quite ready yet, as Kevin Durant talking with some of the players. 42-point night for KD. 29 of those coming in the second half. He was 11 of 16. Let's swing it over to Amanda.
Here we go.
Getting the celebrations going for Durant right now. Quite the popular guy, but Kev, third consecutive win now for this Suns team. How much was tonight a statement win for this group?
I mean, this is the best team in the league. We've been struggling. We know we got the toughest schedule the last 10 games, so we just wanted to dial in and keep building on what we've been building on the last week or so, and that's defensively. They scored 112, but for the most part of the game, I felt like, way to play, boy. For the most part, we did a good job defending, so we got to try to build on this for next game.
42 piece for you, 19 of which came in the third quarter. What allowed you to get going like that?
My teammates feeding me the ball, and the coach allowed me to, run the offense there for them in the first quarter, which got my rhythm going, and my teammates constantly looking for me, man. So it's a great win.
You mentioned just the teammates, the win, the environment right now. What has this team found during this stretch?
Man, we just keeping hope alive, man. I know we were struggling. We're under 500. We're 11th seed at one point, but we come in every day with that mindset that we're trying to keep getting better. We want to win every game. We want to keep getting better as a group, so it's paying off for us right now.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
KD wore the chef hat tonight.
I'm kind of in shock.
Points. Colin Gillespie, a season-high 13. Ryan Dunn just missing a double-double.
I don't know if it's me being sick or what, but I'm in shock here, folks. I can't believe it.
Tyus with 16 contributions across the board.
I mean, I wouldn't have put one dime on the Suns for this game, and here we are.
Time beginning our coverage at 6:30 p.m. here on Arizona's Family Sports. For our entire crew, our director, David Sushi.
It helps that we shot well. It helps that Donovan Mitchell didn't shoot well. But these aren't the type of teams that we're ever able to beat. So, I mean, beating a 56-14 team is just, this feels like our Super Bowl. Let's be completely honest. I haven't felt this happy in a, even when we get wins, right? They're versus bad teams and they're not on win streaks usually. So getting a win streak, getting a 3-game win streak capped off by beating the Cavs is like, can you guys imagine if we had beat the Thunder tonight? What would that feel like? I might have busted in my pants a little bit. I might have already. I did already. Let's be completely honest. I'm going to keep it a buck. I did bust. Because this game was bussin'. It's going to be interesting to see what your boy Bud says in the post-game press conference, but more than that, I'm interested to see Ryan Dunn talk and Booker talk. Let's take a look at the stats here. Durant got 29 shots. That's pretty crazy. You don't normally see him with that many buckets, with that many attempts. 17 out of 29, pretty good. 4 for 9 from 3, really good. 8 assists. He had 7 in the first half, so I'm kind of shocked he only had 1, but they went through him more like they should have, so that's smart. Ryan Dunn, 10 points, 2 for 5 from 3, 9 rebounds, an assist and a steal, and a block. 3 offensive rebounds. That can't go without being noticed. Oso gets 44 minutes with no Mason no Nick Richards, and no Bull playing. And I think he had a great game. 3 for 7. It doesn't look like it, right? Like, you look at the stats, you're like, eh. But a plus 15, only needed 6 points from him, didn't ask him to do a lot. 13 rebounds, 5 offensive. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you win games. You get second. That's how teams beat us. They get offensive second chance opportunities from rebounds. Finally, we did it. Booker, 7 for 17. For him, I call that efficient. 17 and 10. He orchestrated the offense and did a pretty good job. How many turnovers for Book? 1 turnover. That's beautiful. Final boss Roy Maivia said we won because I had some orange glasses and a cigar. Bro, today's the night for that, Roy. Today's the night for that. One of the best wins we've had. Actually, the best win. Clearly the best win we've had all season. Royce off the bench went 5 for 8. I kind of feel like he was 5 for 5. He had to have been 5 for 5 or 5 for 6 at one point, and then missed his last few. So shout out to Royce. You get a hot shooting night from Royce. It really goes a long way. Or Grayson. It's got to be one or the other. Cody Martin, 1 for 5, 0 for 4 from 3. Weird that it doesn't matter. Like, I'll be completely honest. I didn't know Cody Martin was such a hustler. I didn't realize that he was like light-skinned Josh Okogie. I didn't know that. I'm very happy about it. Very happy. And I do believe that he's a better shooter than what he's showing. I just think shooting is an art form. I think it's art. And to be an artist at that level, you need reps. And he was out for a very long time. If and once his threes start shooting, this team is going to be closer to what you saw tonight than what you saw the rest of the year. I truly believe that. Yeah, Burner, it's been a while since we've had invisible lat syndrome, but tonight we can have it a little bit. You know? So that's Cody. Tyus, the other guy that helped out tonight, coming off the bench. You know what's cool about Tyus? He doesn't seem like he's negatively affected by a bench role. Bradley Beal at first, affected by his bench role. Grayson Allen, affected by his bench role. We don't have the same Grayson Allen that we had last year as a starter. I'm seeing next to no drop off. I'm seeing improvement from Tyus off the bench, which I didn't expect. But I'm very happy to see, you know. Diego says, Gillespie, Dunn, and Oso's the future. You know, I knew the Twins were going to be the future. I'm so glad that Gillespie is looking like he's going to fit and stick here. Very, very happy about that. And who would have known, guys? You start playing the younger, more energetic, more athletic guys that are better on defense, and the product looks a shit ton better. Wow. I mean, honestly, I say wow like it's sarcasm, but it's not even sarcasm. I'm actually learning. As we go here, and it's like I'm going to value that sort of thing more going forward. Now that I've seen a whole season of no youth and energy versus what the end of the season looks like with youth and energy, I'm not so scared to play the young guys anymore. And I certainly hope that your boy Bud isn't afraid. I almost said scared. I hope he's not scared to play the young bucks too now, because that's his thing. He don't like them normally. Oh, yeah, you know it, Burner. The game ball's going to Plumlee from Bud. JV Top Flight says this is mostly Bud's fault. This is why Katie's been screaming at him. I think you're right. Ronald Wheeler said, let's go beat the Bucks. Man, I forgot. Now, the Bucks are not the Cavs this year. The Bucks are a little bit down comparatively. They're up on us, but they're not the Cavs. So if this is the type of energy and the type of type of basketball you're going to play the rest of the season, we could beat the Bucks. I've gone from remember we looked at the next 3 games. We got Cavs, Bucks, and then somebody else really scary. Can't remember who. And we're like, geez, how are we going to win any of the next 3? If we win 1 out of 3, well, we're already at 1 out of 3. Are we going to go 2 for 3? Are we going to go 3 for 3? 3 for 3 seems a little bit crazy. I want to reel it in a little bit. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Roy, it feels like we were damn near always in the lead. I do remember that they took the lead away from us at the end of the 4th, but then we got it back with a final bucket in the first. We got the lead back in the 1st. And I don't know that we ever gave it back. Pretty crazy. Ronald Wheeler says 2 out of 3, maybe. 2 out of 3 would be like walking through the desert and being offered a aquifer of liquid death, you know? Burner says, we did have a lead for the majority of the time somehow. Ronald says, I love Cody's hustle. Spray May says, Cody Martin is leagues better than Okogie. I agree. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to downplay what Okogie could do on defense because he was filthy on defense. He really was. Bragsy says, this year's Bucks is equal to last year's Suns. I can see that, but last year's Suns outperformed this year's Suns like crazy. Jason says, keep playing the young guys. They have to, man. They have to, Jason. Like, they can't go back. I want Grayson to play. I'm even okay with Plumlee playing. But in Plumlee's case, a lesser role. Oso should be the backup. He should be over Plumlee. It's just that's like kind of the last thing that's going to happen on this roster, the way Bud runs things. But I just love that Bud had the balls to play Gillespie over Tyus. I never thought I'd see the day. But beggars can't be choosers, and, you know, we got mugged by reality this season. And reality was Tyus can't guard anyone, and Bud wants him in the corner shooting threes. So he's like a 3-point threat only. It's all Bud was allowing him to give us. You know? Ethan says, Beal less than 25 minutes a game. Somewhere around 25. I'm fine with 25 minutes a game. I'm fine with that. You know, we're planning on trying to get rid of him again in the offseason anyways. So it's like, let's use him up. Let's use him for what he's good for. If he's not, we've already proven we can do it without him. So if you don't fit the bill when you come back, Beal, don't bother. Don't bother. We'll handle it without you. Clearly, we've got something going on without you. You want to be a cuck and talk shit about how you're glad you've got your no trade clause and you're chilling. Go chill. Go chill and then accept a trade in the offseason so you can go show people that as a first or second option, you can actually still do your thing. Go do that. I'll be happy for you, Beal. I'll be happy for you. Or do it for us. How's that sound? How about you do it for the team that took on your insane albatross noose around the neck contract? Do it for us. Or sit on the bench. I really don't care at that point. You know. Ooh, Bud, everybody.
Made a run probably, as you probably expected. What's jumping out at you the most about the win tonight?
I think the defensive activity, you know, the covering for each other, you know, creating some deflections, some turnovers, guys getting on the board, just, you know, competing on the defensive end of the court. You know, I think we set a tone early, good first quarter. You know, Royce hit a bunch of threes in the first half. You know, Oso, just his communication, you know, his IQ, his ability to play, you know, the defensive end of the court, you know, really, really good for us tonight.
Obviously, Kevin, there's a situation where you give him the ball and let him create one-on-one, and sometimes that may appear that his ball in the offense down, but when you see him clutch tonight, just speak to that performance.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was phenomenal. You know, those are some great defenders that he's going against, and you know, there's some nights where just you know, he can get to his spots and get to his shots, and score at a high rate. You know, he was special tonight.
Lastly, I know you like to take the wins in and before you move on to the next one, but we know what the next one is. Obviously playing against Milwaukee, just maybe how are you feeling about seeing them for the first time since you were last there?
Yeah, I'm going to just enjoy tonight. You know, we got 2 days, and we'll get ready to play. And, you know, it'll be good. We'll have a little practice on Sunday. But, you know, I think we're just going to take this in tonight.
Coach, third straight win against a team like this. How much is this kind of a litmus test for the progress that you guys have been making, especially defensively lately?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Cleveland's such a good team. You know, Garland and Mitchell as their guards, they're just so dynamic off the dribble. They're dynamic shooting the threes off the dribble. And then the two bigs working the glass, you know, the roll game, the screens, and Strus and Merrill and all those guys spacing around them. There's a reason they've won 56 games. You know, they've done a great job. So for us to come out, you know, get stops, kind of establish a defensive presence, you know, it's a good night for us. And, you know, we've been building on it, and now we need to keep it going forward.
We've seen a couple of big performances from Book and KD since you guys have made some of the lineup changes. Obviously, they're capable of doing that, but how much does putting that type of defense around them kind of streamline what they're able to do?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's helped. You know, Ryan, I think what he brings, you know, taking on, you know, lots of times other teams' best players, or, you know, sometimes the point guards, and we're having a presence up the court with Ryan, and Cody's giving us good minutes as a defender. You know, Royce, Oso, those guys. I think the defensive, I think there's an energy that's building on that end of the court that I think, you know, helps Book and Kevin on that end, and then it helps them when they go to offense also.
Kevin in the first quarter was really going at Cleveland switching, and then they started to change up the looks a little bit. How much did you see him get the guys in the rhythm offensively to start the game with what he was attacking? Yeah, no, I mean, I think, you know, I think everybody, you know, just their confidence grows when they see Kevin, you know, able to play and get to where he wants to and make shots. You know, again, against, you know, guys that are really good defenders. I think that just built our confidence and, you know, put us in a good place. Felt like, you know, we could play through Kevin. When they changed their coverages, I thought he made good reads. I thought he played through Oso. Oso created some good shots. You know, Ty shooting the ball, Colin shooting the ball. You know, there's a lot of good things, but I do think Kevin, you know, established himself early, was good for us.
Coach, what's it do for you guys for, you know, Cody, who's only 6'5", to be able to, you know, stonewall guys on the post like you did with Evan Mobley there in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, he's just, you know, I think he's got a strength, a competitiveness, you know, and then he's got the length. And so it's, you know, that playing in the post and trying to finish through that kind of defense, you know, it's great for Cody to take that challenge, for him to take him one-on-one and get a stop. And really Book, you know, I think did it a couple times too. And we double-teamed him a couple times, so threw a couple different looks at Mobley. But, you know, credit to Cody and all the guys that took, you know, Mobley in the post.
Coach, when you consider how impactful the rookies and Colin and Cody have been when you guys have had people out, have you kind of envisioned or considered what their production might look like, assuming you guys are relatively healthy soon?
No, I mean, we just take it one day at a time in this league. You never know what's around the corner. So, you know, happy with the way those guys are playing. You always want to be healthy and have more options. So, you know, I'm not looking too far past really just taking tonight in, and tomorrow will be a day off, and we'll get ready for practice on Sunday.
Coach, with Oso playing 44 minutes tonight, just curious what the decision was to stick with him that long, and were you impressed at all with how he was able to switch onto those guards like Darius and Donovan almost kind of effortlessly?
Yeah, no, I mean, Oso, you know, now we're 60, 65 games in. He's shown a unique ability where he doesn't seem to get winded or tired. He plays at such a great pace. I think his mentally, he's very calm. He understands and sees the game. So there's not a lot of wasted energy mentally. And then, you know, so we scheduled to give him a few more breaks, but he was just playing so good, we just kind of stuck with him. And nothing you do against Garland and Mitchell is effortless. You know, it takes a lot of discipline from him. it takes a lot of, sitting down in a stance, being up to take away the threes off the dribble. It takes a ton of effort. And Oso gave it to us, for 44 all night. He was great. All right, thanks, guys.
All right. There's your interview for Bud. I'm sure we'll see Durant next or Booker. Maybe even Oso. Maybe we get blessed with an Oso. I don't know. I don't know if he scored enough for them to want to talk to him tonight, but he did have a big-ass game, so. Toasty, I'm starting to think we're saving his job. Not we, but, I think things got bad enough for Bud that he had to actually put his pride aside and play the players that he probably knew all along were better. But for whatever reason, and he's not the only coach. This is something coaches do, man. Like, this happens to a lot of coaches, but for some reason they get in their feelings. They get stubborn. They don't want to be told what to do with their lineups. They want to play who they trust and who they want to play. And I just wish that wasn't an issue for every Suns coach that we have. And with Bud, it's been worse than most. Bud's really been dealing with that more than the other guys. More than Vogel with Eubanks. More than Monty with his weird lineups. It's been worse. And somebody said it up here earlier. I want to agree with you. I wish I could find it up there, but I can't. In the chat, they're saying we'd probably be like 30 and, we'd have like 40 wins, 30 losses if we just would have played Oso and Ryan Dunn the whole season. And I agree with that. I understand that Ryan Dunn's not a great shooter yet, but he's serviceable. I would call him serviceable. That's true, Roy, is Shamet, but I don't feel like he was playing Shamet the way that Bud plays his lineups, like deep into the fourth. You know how like with Plumlee plays the end of the third quarter and all of the fourth, and Nick Richards sits on the bench. Like, I don't feel like Monty was making those bad of mistakes, but it's like probably a combination of everything you do is wrong, Bud. You do realize that, right? Everything you've done lineup-wise has been wrong. So now you're going to lose your job. And he's like, okay. And, Bud, you're all injured. So you really have no choice but to play the youngins, the athletics, the defenders. You have to play the defenders, but I know you don't care about defense, but you gotta because you got no one else. And you're losing, and we will fire your ass. Okay, fine. Fine, Ryan, you can play, but I'm not playing Bull. Whatever. We're firing your ass anyways. We got a $13.99, what is that, California dollars? I don't know what that is, but thank you. This is every W we got from now on. This is my show of support to you guys and this team. Let's keep grinding. Go Suns. Thank you, man. We appreciate you for reals. We all deserve to win like this, man. We've been sticking it out, showing up to these streams. Canadian, that's what it is, Roy. Thank you. Thought California had already switched their currency, Telling you, Burner, me brain not working. With this cold. They call it a head cold for a reason, all right? My head's sick. Matt says we're getting donations because the Suns can win games now. I mean, it'd be like that. Ooh, we got a gifted membership from WD40, and Matt is the recipient. Welcome in. I actually need to get new emojis since we're on a little streak here. Thank you, WD40, and welcome, Matt, our newest. Hang on. Horseman! Glad to have you. Yeah, we need to start growing the Horseman tribe up a little bit more. We'll get to it. I mean, it's tough when you're losing. It's like, nah, I get it. I get it. Justice says, huh? How did the Suns win? You must have been asleep, Justice. We just persevered, man. We had clear eyes, full hearts, couldn't lose. Yeah, maybe it's being sick. Maybe it's me being sick last. I doubt it. I doubt me being sick halfway across the country had anything to do with it, but I'm willing to believe. George Foreman died? Damn, that sucks. R.I.P. George. Yeah, we won because we had better lineups. Bud was forced into better lineups. And let's be completely honest, the Cavs missed some shots. Let's look at their efficiency. Okay? Let's see. Okay. So they went 17 for 45 from 3. We went 19 for 42. That's actually not that bad of a difference. They shot 14 free throws and made 11. We only took 8, but we made all 8. We went 52% from the field. They went 44. It's not crazy. It's just enough. Offensive rebounds, they had 16 to our 12. Defensive rebounds, they had 28 to our 34. Somehow we rebounded, man. 46-44 total on the rebound battle. 32 to 24 assists, Suns favor. 6 to 11 steals, Cavs favor. 3 blocks to 5, Cavs favor. 13 turnovers to 11, Cavs favor. And we fouled them more. But we got more off the bench. We got 35 points off the bench. Let me double check to see if we got more. We might not have outscored their bench, actually. I think their bench outscored us, too. It was Pride Night. You're right, Burner. That's what it really was. My bad. It's Pride Night. We won because it's Pride Night. And I stayed in the closet, okay? Ay, man. The thing is, I want to make a video so bad. I'm just so sick. Like, I feel like it's going to get in the way. If I could just stay awake. Ugh. Thank you, Frank. WD-40 says the Suns' energy on defense was fire. We forced them to take some bad shots. We did, but also, I want to keep it a buck. We left them open a lot. And they missed a lot of those open threes. Okay? So, I don't want to say our defense was great because I don't feel like it was. I feel like we got lucky. Biggest thing is Donovan Mitchell going 2 for 18 and 0 for 8 from 3. Donovan Mitchell averages, let's see here, 24 points a game. And we held him to 7, okay? So that's 17 points less than his normal average. You give them 17 points. Let's say Donovan Mitchell just does his thing and gets his normal. They win the game. You know? So I really do feel like that's what it was. However, we did defend him well. We had Ryan Dunn on him a lot, and the other guys helped and made life difficult for him. It's not like we gave him a whole lot of easy buckets. Roy says, can the Suns beat the Bucks, Gabe? Yeah, we can. If we're going to play like this, yes, absolutely. And this is 3 games in a row, so I'm not, you know, even as pessimistic as I normally would be about something like that. This was a quality win. This was the best win of the season. Once Cody Martin starts hitting threes and we get Grayson Allen back, we're going to be a team to be reckoned with. I think. All I said was we can. I didn't say we will. I said we can. That ain't no jinx. Last Fax Machine says it perfectly. Suns can beat everyone, especially themselves. So here we go, Mr. Durant. Yo, he's wearing Hidden Hills. That's the brand of vape I smoke.
They playing, Kevin. They playing with me. Got to ask about just the importance of not only winning the game, but having a big lead and then holding them off there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best team in the league record-wise. They clinched the playoffs a week ago, so we know how dominant they've been all season, and we were locked in since yesterday on a game plan and trying to come out here and play our best game tonight. So excited about the win.
The other thing I have is when you look at the way you were able to offensively not just get the one-on-one or quote, at the top, but off the catch. Maybe how did you like how the offense was flowing with you guys tonight?
Yeah, offense was smooth. I mean, we shot 50, 40, 90 against a team like this, 123 points. It's a great offensive game. I mean, we were moving the ball. Royce got us going in the first. Him and Tyus knocking down threes got us going. When we making threes and we getting up 40-plus threes, we're a dangerous team. But the ball was flowing and popping tonight. 32 assists, that's the formula for us if we wanted to be a great offensive team. And I was able to get some ISO against a switching team. Sometimes we got to just keep it simple, set a screen, and then try to beat your man and cause some confusion and kick out. So we did a lot of driving and kicking tonight, and I just try to be aggressive in those actions.
Kevin, you've talked a lot about trying to build on the success of the last couple wins. This was a good litmus test for you guys. How good is it to actually build on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's, especially around this time of year, it's important to get big wins and to have some good momentum. I like the style of play that we had the last few games on both ends of the floor. So we've been building on that, and Coach has been coaching us up pretty well in practice on those schemes that we've been working on the last few games, and we're just getting better at that. So we keep grinding, man, like I've been saying. I mean, I know it's late in the season. We only got a handful of games left, but those are the most important games, and we're looking forward to playing them.
When you look at the rookies and Colin and Cody who have, gotten more opportunities recently, how much does kind of the defense and some of the dirty work they're able to do, streamline what you and Book are able to do out there?
Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere on the glass. Ryan with 9 rebounds, Cody getting 2 or 3 steals every game, Oso just making another 13 rebound night. And then, we see me and Book getting there and mix it up too, you know what I'm saying? So we're all mixing up, we switching well, we boxing out well, so we all do the little things, and that make offense easier for us as well.
Kevin, you found a rhythm immediately in this game with the switches you were attacking. Then they tried some different stuff, but you guys were still really in a great rhythm. How'd you like the way you started the game with not only providing but scoring as well?
Yeah, I like that I was precise and straight to my movements and wasting too much time. They felt comfortable switching Jared Allen on me, and I felt comfortable driving him and Evan Mobley. Long athletic defenders, but I felt like I could get an advantage to the rim on them, and so we tried to exploit that. And got to give the guys off the bench credit. Tyus, Royce, Cody came in and just provided a spark for us that we needed, and we pretty much matched everything they tried to throw at us tonight.
Kevin, defensively, you guys held Donovan Mitchell to 7 points on 2 of 18 shooting. What did you like about your execution on him defensively?
Yeah, I like that we didn't foul so much. He's really good at using his body to get to the rim and draw contact. So we kept it solid, made him shoot tough shots over us, and he's a great player. So we can't, even though he was 0 for 7 to start the game, there's still somebody we had to focus in on, and everybody stayed focused all game, So he's a hell of a Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer probably, and, for us to come out there and, and having a great year on top of that, for us to come out there and it looked like one of his worst games of the year, shooting-wise, it was encouraging for us.
Follow up, your dad pregame wanted me to ask you when the last time he's beat you in a one-on-one was.
I was 7th grade. I was 11 years old in the driveway. He won after he scored the final point. I locked him out the house. That was the last time, 20-something years ago. That was funny.
That's a great story. There was a play in the fourth quarter, defensive play from you and Oso. Garland's doing his thing. You're isolated on him. And I'm like, this ain't gonna end well. But you force him baseline, but Oso came over. And I wonder how much of that is scheme, how much of that is practice, how much of that is effort. Like, can you take me through what it takes to really have great team chemistry on defense?
You didn't think I could guard Garland out there? That's crazy, bro. Yeah, but it's a lot of footage now. There's a lot of footage now. I was in that Eastern Conference the last few years before I got here now, and we had some battles, so go watch that film. All right. But I just think, I mean, and also knowing how quick Darius is to get to his spots, he's just anticipating a lot of movements, and and that's stuff we talk about, throughout the game. If who's the low guy, who's coming over to help early, if we even need help, So, Oso is great at communicating. He's always there for his teammates as much as possible. He tries to be there. So I felt confident knowing that he was behind me on defense, and DG is one of the most twitchiest, quickest players in the league, so he definitely can get around me at any point. But when you use your length a little bit and then you rely on a little bit of help, that help that situation out. So we're gonna need more of that in the future.
Kevin, to kind of touch on Greg's point, Oso, he played 44 minutes tonight.
Damn.
Just kind of curious what your thoughts are about, because I know you guys were switching a lot. He was out on the perimeter. Just what did you like from him defensively tonight?
I just like his whole demeanor about the game. He was in the right position. He's talking. He's battling. He's going through contested shots at the rim. He's just pretty much he's just playing his hardest, man. And you can live with mistakes when guys play extremely hard, So he wants the best for the team, and you can feel that. And as a center, you are the most important when it comes to anchoring the defense, setting screens for your teammates, finishing, plays at the rim, finishing plays on defense with a rebound, So you got an important job as a big, and you got to pretty much be communicating with your whole team throughout the whole game, and, he's good at that.
Connor, last one. Kev, looking forward, does this next game against Milwaukee mean a bit more to you guys, considering it's Bud's first time playing his former team?
Every game at this point, where we are, means, it means a lot, and I wouldn't say that's bulletin board material that he got fired from there and won a championship there, but knowing Bud, I know that he'll have a little bit more juice, I guess, to play against his former team. So we got to match his energy, and usually great teams matches the coach's energy. So we're looking forward to playing that game.
Well, interesting post-game press conference for your Suns in the win. Go ahead and take a look at the little chat ski here. Fun to hear from him. Braggsy, what was you talking about? I'll probably stay in the closet. I don't want my wife to leave me. It's nice to have a beard. Helps my case. Bull on Giannis, I think he would get absolutely destroyed. I don't know who we're going to put on him. Burner for me on a hot dog, it's ketchup. It's always ketchup. I don't eat hot dogs, though. Normally, I try my best. The way that it's difficult to resist hot dog-esque sausages is in anybody from Texas knows what a kolache is. Kolaches are so hard to resist, bro. If you give me a kolache, I'll probably eat it. It's basically a hot dog, kind of. Psychedelics says vibes feel so different when the young Bucks bring the energy. It's not just vibes, like hope and desire to win. It's in action. It's you see it play out. It has an actual effect on the game. It makes us better. We are better. We're better at the game of basketball. We're better at rebounding. We're faster. We get on fast breaks more often. We are able to help and slide around on defense. Like normally you think going to the young guys is going to make things worse and make things tougher because they're not vets. But it's like you've got enough vets out there to have a healthy balance. Be balanced. Have the vets out there so that they can run things, but the young guys out there so that they can expend the energy that the old guys just naturally don't have. You know, I don't know if Richards can slide his feet with Giannis, Al. I'm trying to think of who. I would say Oso. Oso will probably get torched, but I think Oso's the best perimeter defending big we have. And he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I mean, you could try Ryan Dunn on him. Ryan Dunn's got crazy length. I'd say I would let the Twins have their cracks at him, you know? Oh my God, I'm so tired of this one day of being sick. Does anybody know what happened with the Mavs game? See if my ticker's still broken. Yeah, ticker don't work no more. Anybody know what happened with the Mavs? Did they end up beating the Pistons? They won. Damn. Thanks, Pistons. Thanks for nothing. But if we lost tonight versus the Cavs, that would have put us a full game back. So at least, what are we, just a half game back now? Are we still on the same... are we still on the same pace? We're number 10, right? Tied, Suns up. Okay. Clippers won. Who'd they beat? I'm on it all, Roy. This is me on Dayquil right now. And this like Advil cold and sinus pill. It's still rocking me. Okay, so we're still number 10. That's crazy. I did not think we were going to win tonight and stay in the 10 seed. I really thought we were going to yo-yo immediately, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Memphis is in trouble. What seed are they? Where are they at? What are they doing? They losing tonight? Psycho Hawk says, we ain't catching the Clips. No way. Kings are technically possible, but not likely. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Burner, I don't know how many times I have to explain it to you. Liquid death is simply water and nothing else. Okay? I mean, this could literally be a commercial for Liquid Death if they would understand that they need to be our advertiser. Eduardo says, don't we want the Clippers to lose? I'm not even sure. I haven't been paying that much attention to it. Last fact says who the Mavs playing next. Let's look at that. Let's see here. Mavs. We shouldn't be in a position where we have to hope the Mavs lose, even though they always lose. They play the Nets at 6:30 on, what is this, Tuesday? Is that Monday? That's probably Monday. So our game Monday, I think, is a late game. I hope. So we should know by the time we play the Bucks whether or not the Mavs have lost that game to the Nets. And that, hopefully our boy Cam Johnson can do some work for us and get us a dub. And let's see who's playing for the Mavs lately. Tonight they played... Okay, so still AD has not come back yet. Because you guys know they're warming him up in the G League. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I got high hopes for the rest of the season. I'm going to go ahead and be positive going forward until I get knocked down a peg or two, you know. Too late to be sponsored by Keeps, Burner. I mean, we could pull it off. We could tell people, look, do you want to end up bald like us? Then get Keeps. All right? Hell of an advertisement. You're welcome, Keeps. Keeps that one on the house. I hope there's some bricks, last facts, magic. You know, we are home. That's another thing. I feel like the Suns don't play well. Let me dub check that. Okay? That could be wrong. That could be the COVID talking. We're home against the Bucks. Giannis is a game time decision, which means he'll play. Portis is out. He's an absolute Suns killer, so that's helpful. Lillard is out. Looks like he's going to be back. So maybe we get Giannis. And Gary Trent will cook us too. But we're going to get Giannis and Lillard back from injuries. And I'm hoping that one of them will be ice cold because they haven't played. We'll see which one of them that is. Or maybe they both come out playing like gangbusters because, you know, they're rested. I don't know. Mala says Beal's wife hasn't been getting good comments about her store's grand opening. Yikes. Ooh, I didn't even think about it from that perspective. But what is her store, Mala? What is Bradley Beal's wife's new business venture? I hope people aren't holding it against her because they don't like her husband's performance at the Suns. That just seems shitty. That seems like shitty human being behavior. And I would like the Suns. This all goes back to the Suns winning for me. I would like the Suns to represent themselves better to the public, the fans. I want the fans to represent themselves to the players. Like, you go to Phoenix, they're good people. They're going to have your back through thick and thin. We don't have people's back through thick and thin. Okay? You people start threatening nuclear bombs and anthrax shipments the second someone misses a three-pointer. You people do not have your players back. And, you know, and that extends out through other fans, you know. But boycotting your store, like Mac is saying, you know, people are leaving shitty comments on Yelp. That is so Bush League. It's very like, you know what it does is it makes people want to root against you. It makes people want to see you lose. That's just human nature. Can we talk about human nature real quick? Because I feel like I go through that with the Blazers fans. Every time I want to root for the Blazers, somebody related to the Blazers, fan-wise, has to pop up and say something that pisses you off and makes you say, okay, I hope the Blazers lose. If that's how you guys are going to be, if every interaction I have with a Blazers fan is, thanks for Jamani, it's like, okay, we'll bust out the anthrax for you type shit. And I don't want us to be that way to NBA players and make NBA players be like, see, that's why they deserve to lose, man. They deserve to lose. You know? What did I gaslight, Burner? I don't even remember gaslighting. Yeah, Frank, we turned, but way quicker. Way quicker. Final Boss says we have become a toxic fan base. I agree with that. I think we do. Oh, I know how I was gaslighting. Never mind. I know how I was gaslighting. That's true. I was pure gaslighting. Thanks for calling me out on it. Man, I was really gaslighting you guys, making it sound like you guys are the ones that threaten nukes and you guys are the ones that threaten. You see how I turned that on you? You know? It's pretty slick until Burner had to ruin my grift. By the way, are we still going to open up a shit coin together? You, me, and Sundo, called Sundo Coin? Because we're going to get rich together. Okay? By that, I mean me and Sundo. All right? But you guys will be rich too. You'll be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You won't be. It will be pulled out from under you like Hawk Tua. But you're going to enjoy the money you make along the way. There won't be any. Okay? We're going to pull it out from under you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to warn you here. Don't listen to the other guy. I'm just saying we should get in on this and make some money together. You know? Roy, I got to find a way. See, here's the thing. When it comes to a channel, Sundo wants us to do a WWE channel. I wouldn't mind doing a WWE channel. But you see, I end up doing 90% of the work, thumbnails, editing, channel creation, scheduling, everything. Sundo shows up with his delicious chocolate ass and just talks. So the idea of doing it's like, hey, Gabe, how about you get another full-time job on your hands and you won't really, you'll be responsible for all of it. And then I got to find a way to make it so that it's successful. Like the YouTube WWE algorithm that I'm in is I like to watch Rock versus whoever, Stone Cold versus whoever, Kurt Angle versus whoever. I like to watch Vince McMahon versus whoever. I don't really want to watch I'm not into new wrestling quite yet. I'm warming up to the ability, and I'm gonna watch WrestleMania or whatever it is coming up with Sundo. We're gonna try to stream it. I gotta find a way to make it profitable if I'm gonna take on another channel. You know what I mean? I mean, it kind of is, but then it kind of is my full-time job, but it's probably part-time. I do this and massage part-time. That's true. I am the DEI hire because I'm, about as black as they get. Let's be honest. Some would call me a light bright, but I think others would call me a real one. Did anybody buy that? Didn't think so. All right, guys, listen. We are on to What Up, Asia? We just did. We are on to the Milwaukee Bucks. We play them a couple of times in 2 weeks, so get used to the Bucks. You're going to be seeing them a little bit. Thank you for hanging out, man. I'm sorry I was sick. I'm sure I had less energy tonight. Metro messaged in Discord and he said, Gabe, I'm going to need an all-time performance from you tonight because of Pride Night. And I wanted to say something, but I was like, I'm too sick to talk. Let me just go back to sleep. But I hope it was fun. I know the win is all that matters, so I'm sure you guys had a good time. We get Sundo back Monday. He's going to be on his way back from the Middle East after the peace talks have been brokered, thanks to him. You guys can thank us for getting out of a couple of wars to him. And yeah, I'm sure, hopefully I won't be sick by Monday. It was Pride Night, let's be honest. We had a few people come out of the closet, Mello. I haven't yet, but we had some people come out of the closet on Pride Night, and that's how you get wins. Okay? Let that be a lesson to all of you. Suns win. Suns win. It's not sarcastic this time. Normally these Suns wins are very sarcastic, I'm realizing. But the truth is, I feel good right now. I feel energy about this. Suns win. It feels good. Sliding off of my tongue. It doesn't feel fake. It doesn't feel fugazi. Suns win, baby. That was real emotion. Okay? Not even faking it. We just beat the Cavs, who've only lost 14 other games this season. And we might really make the 10th seed. And the thing is, if we can be the 10th seed and win the play-in and get into the playoffs, I think that feels like a consolation prize. And I think that we will view this season a lot more friendly than if we don't make it. So I guess that's my new hope. Suns win! We're going to the Super Bowl, baby!